From where we left off, the party had freed McAllis and reconvened inside Bella's room. After finding out that the Dollings planned to use black powder barrels to blow up the site of Bella's wedding alongside the Wren family, they decided to plan on what to do. However, after taking far too long to decide on the next logical step, the party was discovered by Edgar and Ariel. An intense fight broke out, several members being knocked down, but finally managed to defeat the scariest power couple on Lariath. However, as they were planning on escaping from the window, as the staff had heard the battle rushing up to Bella's room, Adrian jumped down a hole created by the black card that Morgan used to retrieve Theron's dagger Hush, but he did not stick the landing. Twisting his ankle and scrambling to get up, he feels a dark presence behind him and a gloved hand grip his shoulder. Currently, what has happened, and as you can see on the map, Edgar's corpse, still in the werewolf form, is lying sprawled out on the floor, his arm sort of dangling over the hole that was created. Azoth had extracted a tooth and other samples, and Morrigan, I believe, finished off Ariel, hitting her square in the head with a firebolt as she drops to her knees and falls down the hole. Quickly after this battle, however, some of the party members are currently running towards the window to escape, while 3 others are still around Edgar's corpse, and Adrian, now jumping down the hole. You feel your ankle bend in a very unnatural angle as you try to get the landing, but it is a very, very steep drop. I think you already took the damage. I think it was only like 3 or something.
I did.
Yeah, okay. And standing up, grabbing well, sorry, not grabbing, but Hush is about 10 feet away from you, in the middle of the floor, as you see many staff now rushing up towards the stairs. About maybe 30 butlers, maids. You even see a glimpse of a gnomish gardener with a comically sized pair of shears in his hands. Also scramble up the stairs, trying to find out what's happened. You see some approaching towards you as well, and as you reach out for the dagger, you feel a gloved hand on your shoulder. Well. What did I say?
Well, I did want to leave, but I couldn't have left my friends behind. The first thing I do is pull up my stealth gear, so I pull up the scarf to hide my face from the people around.
Okay.
Am I in grabbing distance of the dagger?
It's about 10 feet away from you. You can, if you want, try to make a lunge for it, but he currently has a hand on your shoulder. Everyone else up there, so Yungjing, Morgan, and Azoth are both at the window. Theron and Joaquin are at the corpse, and Bella, you, at the angle that you're looking at, you can see Adrian standing still, and you see an arm sort of outstretched, and a hand holding his shoulder.
Theron would have moved over to the hole, like, after Adrian fell down.
Yeah, Joaquin would have basically followed behind Darren.
Yeah, and Bella's been there looking down the hole.
Okay. You see Adrian.
What does?
Yeah, sorry, what was your question?
What does my ankle feel like? Does it feel like it's hurt? Like I can't walk?
It is, yeah, it is extreme. Well, you can walk. Your speed is halved. But your ankle is like throbbing in pain. You don't know if it's sprained or if you broke something right now, but you can tell that like you're going to have a lot of trouble maneuvering with this sort of like pain that's like shooting up your leg. Joaquin, Theron, you look down and you see just behind Adrian sort of cloaked and like coalesced within like this shroud of shadow almost that doesn't seem magical, but it seems like the darkness of the hallway downstairs, alongside like snuffed candles, there's almost like the darkness almost like swirls and writhes around this figure, and like this black mist almost. But you do see this black Victorian cloak and finely tailored suit, as well as these sharp, angular features, slicked black hair, piercing emerald eyes, and looking up at you now with a smile on his face.
Which hand is on specifically Adrian's shoulder again?
His right hand.
Of course, it's okay.
Would what he looks like have been described about him in any of the books that Darren have read?
You have never heard of this man in your life. None of you have. Or you have never seen him.
Yeah, that was just
or any form of description whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
They did see my vague sketch last session.
Friends, I would not advise you
Of course.
to keep going any further. You have already done enough damage and royally screwed me over a little bit, so I will be taking this one as payment, no?
Sorry. Who are you?
You don't need to know who I am, Saint.
Nope. Well,
As this is happening, you now hear, maybe to the right of the hallway, 30, 40, 50, maybe feet away, footsteps, loud, running.
okay.
I think
the
that
window
is your cue to leave. No?
Is the window open?
The window
Well,
is
well,
open.
Yeah, it's
It's
open.
not locked.
Joaquin is going to. He's just 30 feet down, right?
He's
Basically.
30 feet down.
Joaquin's gonna hunter's mark him specifically,
Mm-hmm.
just to get that out of the way, and he's basically just gonna fan the fucking hammer, just to get dead ass on this fucker.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Adrian?
Okay. Fucking 10. Damn.
He's still rolling.
Take 15 points of psychic damage.
I'm
Oh my
down.
god.
I'm just down.
Bruh.
As you reach into your holster and aim towards this man, the moment that you set your eyes onto him and he smiles at you, you feel this pain streak through the air almost and hit you straight in the back of the neck as you feel it almost resonate through your entire spine, burning every single nerve in your body as your body spasms and you drop to the ground.
This is,
One over. That was actually kind of close, to be fair.
this is already the second time that you approach me. You sure you're not obsessed with me? Also, has ever anyone told you to keep your hands to yourself? And I want to try to knock the hand away
Okay.
and get into a defensive position in front of him.
Can I walk over, or is it...
You can start making your way over. I would like you to make a strength check, Adrian.
Can Bella assist by using her psychic abilities to maybe like try and either push the man with the red hand away or like
So your psychic abilities, being able to casting a mage hand, which is, though it is invisible, it would not have any like combative capabilities. It wouldn't really have the strength to do anything but like pick something up. I think it can only pick up things that are about 10 pounds.
What's the grip strength on a mage hand?
I'm not sure, but I do know that there's like a weight restriction to what it can lift.
Squeeze his balls.
Adrian, as you,
Can I poke him in the eyes?
Yeah.
Do you
Better
wanna,
not-
like,
sure, we'll
Do you want to be doing death saves again?
I know.
we'll
Actually, fair.
First
You
off-
might get the same shit I do.
first off, Adrian, as you try to like rip your shoulder away, you can immediately feel his right hand tighten like a vice, as it's like pressuring your collarbone now almost. And you are unable to move. You are currently in the grappled. You are currently
I'm grappled.
Sad.
How about you leave him alone and we'll leave?
I mean, you can all die
Oh,
here.
Lord.
It is I'm being quite just by letting you leave.
Theron has his hand like on his chest, and he looks at it. He's just bleeding. He's assessing the situation. He's like, "Yeah, not looking good."
You cannot bluff me. No. I am quite surprised that you managed to take down the darlings, but trust me, this is not a fight you are going to win. He's smiling now, like he already you can already tell that he has all the winning positions here. You can make it over now, but like now from the opposite end of the hallway there are more footsteps storming towards the room.
I want to leave, but I'm gonna get him up.
Theron will look at Adrian, then look at everyone else, and just go, "All right, let's go."
Just leave him.
You're back up with 8 HP.
I basically just like fucking jump back up and like almost and like fucking crawl away from the hole.
And Theron,
Okay, and you
Yeah,
can like
sorry, go
feel
ahead.
like blood trickle from your ears.
Fuck.
when Theron says that, Adrian's gonna make a desperate attempt to pull out his scimitar and try to attack the hand specifically.
Go ahead and roll to hit and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Which one first?
You can make the saving throw first.
Okay. Nah.
Damn it.
Oh.
That's a 1.
Do
That's a
the
2.
spells from our last level up count towards?
No. I
Not yet.
already said
We have to
last week.
sleep.
You have to
Yeah, the
finish the last
rest.
rest before you regain all of your spell slots, including new ones that you got.
Theron will look at Bella and just go, "Are you? Do you have magic? Are you able to get my dagger from down there?"
Bella like kind of winces but like nods.
Okay, Adrian.
And I want to use her psionic abilities to grab the knife.
Sure, easy enough. It sort of gently, weakly floats back into your hands. Adrian, you take 10 points of psychic damage.
Are we just leaving?
As you
What
sort
was
of, as you take
Adrian?
as you like whip around and try to sever the hand almost, but this pain does not allow you to attack.
Okay.
As it almost like as your body almost freezes up in place, and he sort of shakes his head in disapproval.
Let me go. Of what use am I to you? You said I could not hurt you or weaken you in any state. Let me go.
But your friends, they need to learn a lesson.
They're not my friends. And I just met them yesterday. They will not come back for me.
They seem pretty keen on leaving you, so I wouldn't say so, no. But someone needs to
Okay.
pay. And right now, on each, almost on each edge of the hallway, you guys see about 10, 15 staff of the household begin to approach the hole.
Ah, Bah.
Theron puts his sword on his back and just goes, "We have to leave. We can't do anything to him now."
Joaquin fucking stumbles up and basically like puts a gun over like his own arm using his own arm basically as like a gun rest, trying to fucking like scramble back up, basically pointing at anyone that comes like an inch in the doorway, just like trying to put pressure on just anyone, even though he's kind of just fucking halfway dead already.
Okay.
And he just starts just slowly walking back towards the fucking, you know, just the window, while just sort of like staring up at like everyone and back at Adrian, and then the cloak guy, and then just cycling through those three.
Now that everyone has seen
I just
him,
make a head motions to them all to leave. Just head nods.
now that you all have seen him, I can post the picture.
Shit. Great shit.
This
So fucked.
is the man that you saw.
Sad days. Okay, Bateman.
Oh shit, he's evil looking.
So what is everyone doing?
Yeah, I'm basically I'm trying to gesture people to just leave.
Yeah, Theron will start moving and notice that Bella isn't moving, and then turn back and say, "We can't do anything for him right now. That last fight was tough, and he seems tougher.
We can't just leave him here.
You can't help him dead."
Like Joaquin's gonna like just like be like basically at your six and just like saying like, he's only a hostage. And then you realize he's the second you think he's telling you that he's telling him, you realize he's telling himself that. And you just keep saying that. Only a hostage.
For now,
Only a hostage.
he is more useful to him alive.
Leave already.
Go
I'll be
ahead.
fine.
Run, little maggots.
Bella, I think she's like too stunned to move. I think she's afraid to like move in either direction. Move to help and move to leave.
There's like
Do not think I won't kill you too.
there's like 50 seconds of her not moving. Then Theron will just go to her, grab her arm, and start dragging her. We can't.
Hey, yo, is on?
Hey, Azoth, who are you shooting?
Morgan.
What? I'm the one getting us fuckers out of here.
Myself,
You
he
better not.
says.
Shoot me.
Myself.
I can't do it anymore.
And Bella.
What'd you say?
Non-lethally and Bella.
Dude!
Why are you shooting her when
It means shooting someone, not lethal. It's a
That's
gun.
not how shooting works.
Shooting on
What is
me.
this?
For the legs.
Are you doing
That's-
the
Cripple
are you doing
her.
the like the killing joke where you like shoot like her bottom spine?
Oh.
How would that be non-lethal?
No, I
It's
can't.
not lethal.
Didn't mean
She
Why
won't be
are
able to
you
move.
shooting
But...
her? How
Well,
does shooting her help?
sad days.
Shooting her makes everything just more difficult.
So,
because then we gotta carry her.
Bella, does a 15 hit you?
Let me check.
Most likely, yeah.
That fucking.
Yeah,
I don't-
it's.
What
Okay.
the fuck does that potion do,
Idiot.
man? Jesus. Plus, that's.
Were you
Jesus. Hey, that's probably just.
where are you shooting her, Azoth?
Head.
I'm
I'm gonna shoot her non-lethally in the head.
I guess somewhere around her stomach region, you know?
How is that non-lethal?
Because if you don't hit any vital organs, it's just a flesh wound.
She has a hit point.
Show you what.
Ah, fuck.
If
A
you go
gunshot.
if you go for the legs, I'll let you get away with it.
Hell yeah, one right in the thigh.
Okay. Bella, while you are so stunned and so torn on what to do, you feel a thud hit your thigh, and this like warm sensation sort of like flow through your body until you hear this like deafening crack rip through the air, and suddenly this warm becomes cold, sharp pain, and you look down and you see like this pool of red starting to like blossom over your dress, and you start seeing double, and suddenly you're back out.
Theron's like holding her hand, trying to get her to move, and then there's a bang, and all of a sudden she goes down.
Yeah, and what he knows that she just falls and it tries to like help you stop her from falling down the damn hole.
Theron turns to look at where the shot came from. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Carry her.
Okay.
We don't have time to sit here.
You
Joaquin just lifts her up and just tries to like puts her on his back and just like starts trying to hobble over. This time, fuck, and he just starts like actually rushing this time, realizing there's two bodies in jeopardy now.
Morgan, how are you gonna go about this? Like everybody's moved to the window.
She's going to peek down at the drop and kind of just like propping herself up against the windowsill. She's going to like jerk her head towards the window, and she's going to pretty much count. She's pretty much gonna tell how many of them. Yeah, she's gonna tell all of you guys. Jump, I'll catch you.
Either or just basically just opens the window and starts like parkour, trying to figure out like the most easy way to parkour down.
She just fucking throws Bella.
Yeah, you ever like pick someone up in the forest? You like pick them up and you just
Yeah,
fucking throw
yeah.
them. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
this
Throw
with
them
Bella.
into the fire.
Yeah.
Question about what was about swift vengeance. Am I able to like jump down and activate it before I hit the ground? So it gives me a climbing speed.
You can do it you can do it like preemptively and just run down the wall.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Did I at least get the knife back up before I was shot?
Yeah, the knife is. I guess the knife is in your hand, and either Theron would have taken it or Joaquin picked it up after you dropped it from fucking dying.
If I picked it up, I would have just like basically like cool guy throw it at Theron.
Hits him in the
Start climbing
jugular.
down.
If you guys kill each other, I
Theron
will.
dies.
No, come on!
I'll join him, bro.
Stop falling, you shits! What is this?
Throws it down while he's running the wall, hits him in the back of the neck. He just
Okay.
falls down.
So
Yeah,
who's first to jump out the window?
I wouldn't jump, but I would basically climb until I see magic fuckery, since I have a climbing speed.
Theron would wait here.
Okay, Youngsing is out of wall shape, so she sort of looks at Morgan and like smiles very trustingly and just throws herself out.
No way
Jesus
she trusted me, bro. Okay, is anyone else gonna follow? Cause like you kind of need to follow.
Yeah,
quickly.
this is gonna have to be simultaneous, or you guys are gonna start dropping
Yeah.
like flies.
Yeah.
And once I see basically like a green and gray shape fall down, I just basically like let go of the wall.
One person trusted her, so it's time for everyone to trust her.
And I basically like hold on to Bella on my back just in case.
Is anyone else gonna follow?
Yeah.
It's three of
Like-
you.
I'm gonna
Halfway-
whistle for Leonard to come to me.
Okay. You sort of like from out of the borders of the estate, like through over the hedges, you see like Leonard's like head perk up and like look at you, and like start making its way into the like the manor's driveway or front garden, I suppose.
As is also gonna stabilize the dying Bella.
Okay.
So is Bella also falling?
Non-lethal
would-
my fucking ass.
I would say so.
All right, so it's four of
I don't
them.
want to bleed out. It's a flesh wound.
So that leaves what? Theron up there with me?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to gesture to the window. Are you going to jump or am I?
Go on, I can get down myself.
As you wish. And she would, like, putting her fucking foot up on the sill, she would just lean back and, like, fucking just free fall, and then she will cast Featherfall.
Okay.
Before Theron starts running down, he assuming that Adrian is still with the evil man down there, he's just gonna yell out, Don't give up hope and don't die. We'll try and find you. And then jump down and start running the wall.
Okay. Okay.
As soon as Joaquin got... Oh, keep going.
No, go. You go.
Yeah, as soon as Joaquin basically just like superhero landing on the ground, he just starts fucking running for the woods.
Anyone that takes the featherfall right before impact, you almost feel like you've hit this like very soft like cushion of air almost, and you bounce up from the ground a little bit as you land on your feet. Yongjing looks at you, Morgan. She's like, "Oh, I feel all soft inside." And then starts fucking sprinting after Joaquin.
If anyone saw Moore's face, you would see the most, like, confused, disgusted expression you've ever seen her make.
Fuck this shit, fuck this shit, fuck.
You could probably guess that in her head she's thinking that she should have let Yunqing fall.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, basically as we start running, Joaquin says, okay, wait, where's the gnome lady?
No.
It's okay.
Where's the gnome lady?
She
went
been
out
with,
first.
She's been with you the entire time.
Okay, great. Oh, okay, fuck. Just making sure. Where the fuck do we go? Like, actually.
Back to the manor.
I
Less talking, more
not-
doing.
I'm well. This is while he's running, but not a good idea entirely since they know where the fuck that is. Is he just basically just like he's like trying to come up with any other place besides the manor in his head. But yeah.
I think that's the only place we have right now.
Fine.
Let's
fuck
get
it.
to the manor, regroup, think again.
Yeah, Baku, I wouldn't have any, like, better idea, right? Like, I wouldn't know of any better place in the area.
Well, you do have a room that you're staying in.
Do I really want to bring these motherfuckers to my room? That's the question.
Did you
I
speak
mean,
enough before
That's a
you
question
left?
to you.
Moore would kind of, like, while they're moving quickly, she would kind of speak up. I have a room in nearby if you guys would rather go there, but
Good enough. We
Is
go
the
there.
is the room large enough for us?
if we need to, we can get more rooms.
Lead the way.
All right, let's go.
Come on, get
So-
shit. Let's go.
The inn that you're staying in is the Trim Asylum. It's sort of like residual. Oh, what the fuck? It's it's in the main heart of the town. So from here, it would still be about a 30-minute walk. Time would be maybe cut in half if you were all like riding on Leonard. It would be
I
about
can
maybe
run 80
20.
feet.
Yeah, it would be about 20 minutes. If you it would be 20 minutes if you guys sprinted because you would need like intervals to fucking rest a little bit. You can make it there. You can make it there in 15 minutes. Theron, if you use all of your focus.
Not happening.
Okay.
Where the fuck is my?
Taking a look behind you, you do not seem to be getting followed at the moment.
That's not a good sign.
That's one.
But from
Fuck.
what I'm aware, Did I say 2 or 3 could ride on Leonard's cart?
I thought you said.
Oh, 3 in total. So you and then 2
yeah.
other people on the cart. Yeah, okay. So 2 people can ride on.
So-
2 people can be on Leonard's cart.
Morgie definitely. Or Bella.
Yeah, Bella is.
Yeah.
Do we passed out?
Bella is still
Well,
unconscious, but you're
Yeah.
stabilized, so you don't have to make any rolls.
Well, what Keen just basically like fucking stumbles on a cart and like you know when you like unload something that's on your back that's like really heavy, like and she just like tries to situate like he's like doing basically, you know, like a gargoyle stance on the cart, like looking back at the manor with like the gun out still.
Okay.
But yeah, he's basically staying sentry on the cart now.
While this is happening, Adrian,
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
as you sort of like hear the sounds of footsteps sort of wane from upstairs above you, you feel the grip on your shoulder loosen until he takes his hand off completely. Well, I have to say I'm not surprised. Though, I suppose I was wrong about you. Seems that you did stay and fight. Quite commendable, but you almost doomed the lives of everybody around you. And I feel that has not been the first time that has happened.
Might be so. Yeah.
Yeah. You remind me of myself. I was very reckless when I was younger. You have that look in your eyes of someone with a very great burden. I do too. Come with me. Let me fill you in. And he sort of turns and looks up at the hole and says, and like shakes his head a little bit, and walks towards like one of the study rooms, and like stepping over Ariel's corpse, you can see him like spit on it a little bit, and steps over her. Actually, steps on her and then over, and continues walking, not gesturing you to come, but
I take a second. I turn around for a second and look through the windows behind us, probably.
immediately when you turn
Yeah.
around, you can see about 8 or so staff sort of like standing behind you, looking at you.
Yeah. I give them a look, and then I look at my busted ankle. And start slowly walking behind him with a sigh.
Okay.
I guess I'll follow.
Okay. As he takes a left turn and opens up a set of double doors, he walks inside, and following him, you find yourself in another very nicely lit room. There's a like faint smell of like finely ground cigars, whiskey, and just this like very like room with like warm colors. These dark rich wooden like tables, furniture, lined with like this red velvet. Yeah, very like beautiful embroidered carpets and whatnot, and he sort of like sits himself down and pours a glass of this like very expensive looking whiskey, and pours another one and puts it on the opposite end of the table and gestures to you to sit down.
I sit down and take the glass. Why are you doing this? Why are you being nice to me? I thought that we did not matter to you, and that you would just kill me off or put me in a prison cell.
I admire your balls. Really. It is, honestly quite, ballsy what you have done. Going against such threats, especially against a man of my standing, and killing off some of my favorite pawns. That does take some balls. I am still extremely pissed, as you can imagine, but I suppose I wanted to have a chat with you and see what I would do to you. He takes like a sip. So, Adrian, was it?
Yes, that's my name.
What are you hoping to achieve by getting involved in this? I understand that you had ties with Gordon, but what do you hope to achieve?
I suppose when I saw this group, I thought I would have a small new purpose, since I was unsure how to pursue my own goals I've had before I was with Gordon. And not gonna lie, the thrill of action gave me the feeling of I would need to be a part of this.
Perhaps reminded you of the glory days, no?
Yeah, of the old group.
What happened to them? Might I ask? I am not meaning to pry, but I am quite curious into what events have shaped you into becoming the man that you are today.
Oh well, just being the son of a healthy family, but as all teenagers are, we became street kids that roamed the streets and stole and drank and ran away. And when I thought it was the greatest, it all turned bad.
You said we. There were multiple of you?
My friends and I, if I should call them that now.
Tell me about them.
What are you hoping to get out of this? I don't even know your name.
I suppose you're right. He sort of like takes another sip and puts the glass down and reaches his hand out. Farian Darun.
I shake his hand and say, Agent Swiftwater.
Pleasure. Now, with these sentimentalities out of the way, I am just curious. I like knowing what paths people have taken and seeing the outcome. This is the path that you have chosen, and we are still waiting on the outcome, but it does not have to be all bad. I am not a bad person. I killed people, yes, but so have you. So has everybody. I am trying to do what is just. I have glimpsed into things that you could not even fathom, and Gordon was one of the people that held the key into preventing such. But he would not hand it over. He was too selfish and too arrogant to understand the gravity of the situation, and I do not blame him. Most men, if they had seen what I have seen, would go insane and lose their minds, and I almost did. Tell me, and he takes, he like finally takes the last sip of the cup and puts it down and stands up and starts pacing. What do you know of the different worlds, or what do they say, different planes of existence? Obviously we have the material plane, the astral plane, the ethereal plane, what else? Hell, I suppose, the Seven Rings.
Adrian takes the glass and just takes the full glass in a whole sip and puts it down empty. Well, I do not come from bad parents. They've instructed me. My mother was a teacher, and she knew of magic. But I've always despised it for a reason. So I did learn, though. I know some things about the planes and so on. But I would say for a thief, I am not very educated in this regard.
The realm as we know it is very much like a wedding cake, as he sort of like looks out the window. All those different little layers, representations of the world as we know it, stacked on top of each other. Only powerful magic can breach into one layer and transport things from one another, but well, something has to hold this cake together, no? What is the icing? What is in between the planes? Nothing. If there was nothing there, then wouldn't everything fall apart? So I did some digging. I looked up old stories, questioned old wizards and obnoxious scholars and whatnot. I journeyed for quite some time. I abandoned my duties as advisors, and I abandoned my duty as a senator. Because I suppose, like Gordon, I was hungry for the truth. I wanted to know. I think that is one of the scariest capabilities of humanity as a whole. Courage. The courage and the curiosity. Don't you agree? These things can lead them into some of the best situations or some of the worst. I mean, because of curiosity, we have magic. Because of curiosity, we have black powder. Because of curiosity, we have agriculture. But of curiosity, we also have murder and the deathless and the true scourge of this world, the true scourge of this realm as we know it. I have glimpsed between the planes. I have looked into the abyss and it looked back. And I have made a grave mistake. Because now that they know that we are aware of their presence, they will come. And without the key, there's nothing that I can do to stop it. So, Gordon had to die. But I did not know that he was going to expect me to do it, so he gave the key away. He hid it, or he willed it away. Maybe your little maggot friends could be more useful than I thought. And he turns to you. And sort of the hospitality and warmth in his face has now gone very, very cold. You don't know of any key, do you? Adrian?
You're a smart man. You've told me of all the things you studied. I think you can read persons pretty well. Do you think they would tell a little thief like me, that's never heard a single thing about magic, about a key? I came here to get what Gordon and I had been working on for my selfish desire of finding back my past. I couldn't care less about whatever is going on here. I do not know anything of a key.
Adrian. And you see him start fidgeting with his glove. The funniest thing about learning how to read people and learning how to question people is that the better you are at it, and as he starts peeling back his glove, and you can see now that as he takes the glove off, expecting to see pale flesh, you see a completely skinned hand, red, slick with blood. You can see the tendons sort of twitch and move as his fingers move. You can see thinly through like this flesh membrane the bones underneath this like muscle fiber. And as he pulls this glove off, you can hear this like a wet, slick sound as like the blood is sort of like helping the glove slide off his hand. The better they are at lying. And he's approaching you now, walking around you, behind the chair. As you can almost feel his presence behind you, and you can see this like a large shadow cast over you. These next...
If you already know the answer, then why do you ask that question of me? Do you expect a thief like me to be honest with you?
These next few seconds are going to be very important for you, Adrian. And you can feel his left hand grip your shoulder, and then his right one grip your shoulder, and it's like looking in your peripheral vision. You can see this like skinless hand now almost faintly glowing. What do you know of a key in Gordon's possession?
I don't have much understanding of all these things. I swear. I'm more of the doer than the listener. I do know some things, but why do you expect me to tell you? Do you think if you kill me, you're gonna get anything from me? Think torture is gonna get it out of me? I have nothing right now. You won't get anything from this.
Let's find out. I would like you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. So, Adrian. Your hit points will not drop below 1 for the duration of this. Anytime that the damage goes over, in total, goes over your maximum HP total, you will gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Wonderful. You take 39 points of psychic damage.
Yo.
That is below my hit point maximum.
Okay. So sort of like keep a like negative HP bar. That's sort of like equal to your own. So while this damage like goes over that, you will gain a point of exhaustion. Immediately,
Okay.
as you can feel his hand tense up slightly, you feel this like sharp, virulent, necrotic pain shoot through your entire body, and it is the most painful thing that you have probably experienced in your life. It feels like thousands of like red hot razors sort of lacerate your entire body at once, and then you're immediately dumped into a pool of acid. At the moment that his grip loosens, it immediately fades.
You weren't joking. This is this is not really fun.
Yes, I am told it hurts.
Tell me, why did you not grab a smart one? Why me? Just because I fell into this pitchy little hole. I can't tell you anything. You won't get much knowledge from me. Grab one of the smart ones, the doctor or whatever. They can tell you things. I'm just a thief.
I was part of a band once, you know, a traveling band when in my younger years. The smart ones are always the backbone, don't you think? Always the backbone of these parties. Always the ones keeping everything in check. But the loud ones, the loud, obnoxious ones, they are always the heart. They always keep people happy, and they always keep people motivated, and I find it quite obnoxious. So I like stripping the heart out, ripping it out, and letting the bleeding corpse look at it still beating. So, let me give this heart another little tug. And you can feel the hand grip you again. I would like another charisma save.
Okay.
That is a fail. Oh god. You take 47 points of psychic damage.
Okay. That's one level of exhaustion. Then.
And now, what you felt that you thought was painful, he seems to have increased the magnitude. It is excruciating. As this, like, lacerating pain sort of shoots through your entire body, you can now, it almost feels like you're being impaled in almost, like, every inch of your body. Stakes are being driven through. And then it loosens again.
Are you just too lazy to do your own research? I think if you would have been more careful in the study, you'd have found out more things.
What did I
Why
tell
don't
you?
you just...
What did I tell you about having wit this sharp? It will really serve you no good. You know, you could maybe even make up a lie and I might believe you. Instead, you are choosing this route.
I feel like you're smart to know. Enough to know when I lie. So... I'm telling you up front that I won't tell you shit. Kill me. Maybe it helps you. But... I'm pretty sure you won't get information out of me. I have no reason to tell you. What do I get from it? You're gonna let me run? Or you're gonna turn me into one of your pawns? Hell no. Even if those guys aren't my friends, they've shown me more hospitality than the people have in the last few years. Except for Gordon. I feel like I owe something to him. And even if it takes my life, the fight today already was me calculating that I might die, so... You're gonna try harder than this?
And what about Bella? She seemed quite adamant on helping you up there. What if I brought her in and you two could have a little one-on-one? Maybe I could get some answers from her as you watched. Or
If you...
maybe I could turn you into my little pawn. Scour your mind and break down every wall and build my own one up. And then send you off and gut every one of them in their sleep.
I think if you could have taken Bella, you would have already, because I think you got one thing wrong. If you think that I was the heart of this group, then you picked wrong, because I'm pretty sure it was her that was the nice person in this group. Sure, I'm here to make people smile, but I'm definitely not the heart of the group. If I was, they would have stayed, don't you think? Bella is just too nice to her own good.
Oh well, fuck it. I'd like another charisma save, please.
Okay.
Okay. take 40 points of psychic damage. Now, as this pain is coursing through you, you are now starting to bleed from almost every orifice. Even your pores are starting to excrete blood. You feel what seems like tears of pain actually run red from your eyes, your ears, your nose, and you can like feel like this clog in your throat as you cough up a little bit, and you can taste your own blood and puke in your mouth.
I have a question, Yabuku.
Yep.
Can I play dead? Or unconscious?
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
With disadvantage, right? Because of the exhaustion?
Yeah. It's very unfortunate. As you sort of like close your eyes and like lull your head to the side, trying to remain as still as possible, there's really no way of like silencing like your heavy like breathing, as this pain is far too much to handle right now. Wow. Yoo-hoo. Hello. It's no time for a nap now, you're in a conversation.
I think it's too late for teaching me manners now.
It is okay. I'm not going to kill you today. In fact, you are going to help me. So, as he like gestures to the bed over behind you, you can take a little nap if you want. You're not going to be able to leave, but you can try and see where that gets you. I have some plans, and I think I can include you in them. As he gets up and picks up this like bloody glove from the counter and starts sliding it back over his skinless hand. Oh, and there are showers across the hall if you need them. As you can see, he opens the door and leaves.
Before he leaves, I just spit blood in this direction. Thanks. And then I pass out.
Okay. Back to the party.
What a party, yeah.
At least we got the depressing stuff out of the way fast. Now we can go to,
Bro, I'm fucking screaming right now.
That's
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Guys having fun?
Okay, fuck shit,
Yeah.
fuck this. Okay.
So glad I could include you guys on this wonderful Sunday of ours.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Yabuko is taking out all of his rage from his problems on us.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
off lights, smokes, relaxes as he's driving Leonard.
You guys are calmly making your way down this dirt path back towards Mondstadt. It's a very like peaceful afternoon now. Sort of the sun is, it's still like chilly in the air, but the sun is still pretty high up there, and it's giving you the littlest bit of warmth that it can sort of muster in the middle of the winter. You can hear birds chirping, the wind sort of rushing through the forest glade on either side of this road. Wildlife happily scampering about in the forest. slowly licking your wounds and bandaging you guys up as much as you possibly can. You're about still 20 minutes away from your destination.
Okay. Before Joaquin does anything, like it's on the cart, he's basically just go like he's not looking at eyes up. He's like back to back, just watching the direction of the matter still. And he says like, if you didn't bring me back up, I'd shoot you right now. To be fair.
Why?
Because you shot her. But I understand why you did it, even though there are better ways to do it.
We had very few moments, and she was just standing there, so someone needed to take action.
You remind me of a lot of people right now.
Bella.
I'm going to bring it back. Oh.
Okay. I would say even before all of this, you're probably up with 1 hit point without having anyone needing to heal you, because it wasn't really like a terrible wound, but it still fucking hurts like a lot more now that you wake up, sort of lying on the cart.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. You can continue.
Yeah, do continue.
Shit, wait. Okay.
Is Bella like actually getting up, or is she still kind of laying there?
No, she's still kind of laying there.
Okay, is it like obvious that she's stirred and that is awake?
No, probably not.
Okay.
What? What are you? You're from the Argentum, right?
I've been living there for a little while now, yes.
Yeah. It appears it's at times it's as bloody as Eos, to say the least. But it is what it is. There's a saying in Eos, to put it simply, there are shepherd herds who herds the shepherds. And to say the least, it's fairly on the nose. I believe the herder right now we are running away from be what it be. And I hate that. I hate that more than anything. It's clear that guy's the Red Hand now, yeah, probably.
Did he have a red hand, Yoboku?
There was a glove on it, so you don't know.
More like the gloved hand.
Close enough. Either way, I'm assuming, but if there's a face to the name, Gordon will soon have his retribution after he checks his gun. Buy more bullets. It just sort of like throws the other gun down at the cart and starts filling with his one thing.
Azar's gonna look at Morgan. Are you walking next to the cart or ahead of the cart?
She'd probably be walking next to it, just kind of. She's not making it a secret that she's listening, but she's also not actively chiming in.
Fuck.
So where is this place you're staying in?
It's in the heart of the city. It shouldn't take too long to get to. Regardless, you're not all staying in my room, so we will have to purchase another one or two. And also, I'll need to clean up a little. My supplies are kind of scattered.
Bit of a heads up. Break any mirrors in your rooms.
What? No?
Why not? mystical mirror man
You know she wasn't there for
passes
that.
through. Oh, you weren't there for that. Oh, jeez.
No,
Oh,
she's very
well,
confused.
oh, you're in for a treat then now, gal. Okay, this is gonna be good. And then Joaquin basically goes on a tirade on, mystical red hands appearing in mirrors and floorboards and shit. And he probably has like, I can teleport from mirror to mirror for some reason, and it's ooky spooky and shit. La di da.
She looks like she has a very deadpan, irritated stare the longer you continue to speak.
Yeah, he's like selling it up, and he's actively putting like as much smoke as possible to like make him not as seem menacing at all.
All right. Well, once we actually get settled, I need to take a look at the girl. And she'd like nod her head towards Bella.
True, fair. But wait, what do you mean by look? Do you mean like how he looks as I point the as up?
she kind of gives like a narrowed glance in Azoth's direction. No, his methods are a little more hands-on than mine.
Okay, cool.
Loads gun.
Don't take my words out of my mouth now.
It's okay. It's okay. She has healing bullets. He just has
and-
bullets.
Oh, and for the record, she'd kind of turn her gaze to Azoth. You did what you had to do.
Dramatically clicks gun.
Hers would like idly, very calmly just rest on the fucking grip of her own.
As I was gonna turn to look at Bella laying in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking idiot.
He's just gonna look and
Just pale, dead. She bled out.
are you awake yet, Bella?
Bella's not gonna answer.
She should be up soon.
Right.
I only shot her.
I only shot her a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah. I've seen enough people in my life before on the floor. In many different reasons, and I wish to not see any more. At least today.
Well, I'd count your blessings then, because there's a good chance that someone else dies.
Fucking grim shit, lady. Like, actually. Not gonna lie. I know where we came from, but like that hit. I know what he did. Points to Azza, but like, goddamn, you're just adding it up.
She looks very slightly amused. Well, when you see what I've seen, there isn't much positivity in prancing around like nothing's wrong anymore.
Fair. Unclicks gun.
I never do prance around like nothing's wrong.
Shite.
You do
Okay.
on a few.
Okay. Okay. When we get to the inn or whatever, we limit the numbers of rooms. We probably put Bella in with Morrigan, and the rest of the dudes can share, unless you want to risk mirror interference or glass windows, if that counts.
I'll get my own room. And he turns to Azoth. I don't trust all of you.
Azov turns to Theron, then looks forward.
Mm-hmm. Balls and shit. Okay.
You think the wedding's not gonna happen tomorrow?
My God, I fucking hope so. A wedding on fucking Silverize. This bitch insane. This red-handed bitch is insane. But true, the Wrens are probably going to show up tomorrow. They're going to sit dramatically in like the pews in the venue, and then kablooey, I guess. So the just answer would be to at least warn them, you know, do the before they get there. Just, you know, make a big hullabaloo just so they don't go in the venue. They'll probably the plan B is to trade off one of the sisters, and then, you know, so the wedding can happen. But yeah. You know, even if we didn't kill the fucking Darlings, who are they gonna pin this on? Besides the Darlings? Is there some random third party we don't know yet? Stares at Morgan.
What?
or some mystical order I barely know the full name of yet looks at Theron.
When he would have like turned to look at her, she would have kind of just cocked her head a little. I never claimed to be a good person, but my motives lie strictly with the Red Hand.
Cool. But you like his, like his evil stepsister or some shit?
He's saying that in like a joking manner, right?
Yeah.
She kind of turns to look straight ahead, and she kind of speeds up her walk. Don't ever associate me with him like that again.
Oh fuck. Did I hit a ringer? Jeez. Sorry.
A real zinger.
A real zinger.
Her hand hadn't quite left. Her hand never quite left her gun, and you'd see like her fingers twitch a little, and she like restlessly drums them against the grip of her gun.
He puts his hands up, basically, and just like gestures to calm the fuck down.
She's not looking at him, but you can get the feeling that she's like slightly glancing at him out of the corner of her eye, because she stops for a second and then just continues to walk and does not give any heed towards his placating gestures.
Yeah, either or, Morrigan. I plan on killing him. To put it simply, he killed Gordon, and that's enough for me. Simply put.
Good, because if you weren't interested in killing him, well, then I might as well put you down now, shouldn't I?
For real. For real. Okay. Yeah. Wait, you don't know who Gordon is, do you? Jesus, we have to fill you in on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't plan on sticking around too long, though, so give me what I need to know and then fuck off.
Joaquin deliberately gives you more than you need to know about Gordon. And it basically just starts from like the moment he met him. Like basically as like, oh, I'm going to hire you as my bodyguard, and then it drastically turns into just like drug trips and like running away from brothels and shit, and fucking just like random stuff I've told him, not like all the deep public nudity, and of course and just random weird like little like things about Joaquin's extended family that you don't really need to talk about, that he told Gordon inadvertently. Nothing about like, not much about soldier life, but he hints at basically just like, oh, I told him about all the war days, blah blah blah. And he basically just spouts a whole bunch of random different like exotic sounding names, like, I don't know, like Harvesters or Khmer or Il or whatever the fuck Khmer Senior was or shit. And that's basically it.
Once he's like done talking, she kind of gives a sigh. I'll be honest, I don't care about your little drama. I'm here for one thing, and once I get it, I'm gone. I don't have any intention of becoming your friends.
None of us are friends here.
So it seems.
Be what it be. Let it be known that I have sufficient motivation to kill the red hand job back there.
What the fuck, bro?
Well, I guess it makes us allies for the time being.
He
I
gives
have
like a
reason to go after the illicit brethren, so I suppose I do too.
Rakin gives like a double fist pump in like achieving some sort of kinship here.
Don't do that.
He does it again, twice.
She takes a deep breath, and you get the feeling that if you push her much farther, it may she may not
We're gonna have
have the
another
same
casualty.
restraint. We are not friends, nor will we be friends. We are simply allies for the time being. Do not think that I wouldn't turn on you and shoot you in the back if I had to save myself.
Wow.
Darren glances over at Azoth.
More also gives a glance to Azoth, but it's for a very different reason.
Yeah.
As size.
Goddamn chemist. If you ever need work, I got a couple people in EOS that would love to meet you. Not gonna lie.
Sort of in the back of your head.
See, I'm not really hurting for work in the current moment.
Thumbs up.
Bella.
Yes.
While you're like lying there, sort of listening in on all of this, you sort of hear this quiet voice in the back of your head. Are you alright?
I answer the voice in my head and say that, I'm alive, but things could be better.
The magic that was holding me aloft, it failed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
I burned off too much of my energy, clearing the blight from your body, that I cannot prove myself in combat.
Thank you for protecting me.
It was your father's wish.
Did you know him? My father.
I have known your father for a very long time now. In fact, I am his weapon. But he had stopped battling. He is trying to find peace with himself.
Why didn't he want me?
Bella, when you were born, your mother and father loved you so very much. You were the only source of joy that they had. They had come from very far away, for reasons that I am not allowed to share with you, but when they arrived here, they were not happy with one another. They had made horrible mistakes. They had wronged each other terribly. But they decided to reconcile and heal together. And then you were born. I had not seen your father's smile for decades until the day that he held you in his arms. I had never felt such love from him. But you were suffering from a terrible illness because, Bella, your mother is not natural. And what you caught was life-threatening. But your father saved your life. He spent sleepless weeks aiding you, being by your side, doing everything he could to heal you. And he did. But in doing so, and in keeping you locked up in a room, paranoid for your safety, too scared to let you go anywhere, he knew that was not the life that he wanted his child to have, not the life that he had as a child. Your father had spent years in captivity, and he would not wish the same for you, Bella. So he let you go. The hardest and bravest thing that he could have done. Your mother did not agree, and she had not spoken to him ever since. But he knew that it was best for you. But he hopes to meet with you again one day. That is why he left me with you.
I don't even know their names. I don't remember their faces.
You will, in time.
Out there. Is he out there still?
He is. Still together with your mother.
His name?
I had promised that I wouldn't tell you until you had met. But know that he loves you so very much.
See. What is your name?
Adula. He...
Dula.
You will find him one day, Bella. But that is all I can say to you. My power is growing weaker and I need time to recharge. And even as she's saying this, you can feel the voice fade slowly.
Thank you, Dula.
You got no response, but you can feel a warm buzz from your earring.
I think Bella does, like, awake, like, does open her eyes, but I think there are tears. Not loud ones, not apparent ones, just a quiet pain.
What? Right before you woke up, Joaquin was still telling basically him and Gordon's stories, which is basically just plots to Harold and Kumar movies. And then he just shuts up the moment he sees you sit up. Ayo. You okay?
Bella takes in like another like deep, shaky breath and just hisses, I think, as she moves. Her leg having this dull, throbbing like pain to accompany her droopy, mangled arm and the other cuts and bruises she's got on her. She doesn't respond.
Yeah. What? You have like a cut on your arm, right? From like the knives.
Sure, yes, but it's also broken.
Oh well.
I think I don't know. I think I did something to my arm when I hit that treasure, like when I hit the chest.
Yeah. What Keen's gonna like he's gotta stop if he sees resistance, but he's gotta basically like take off like Gordon's ascot he's been basically parading around with, and he's gonna try to make it like a pseudo arm cast basically for your arm with it,
Oh.
and then he's not gonna say anything. He's basically just doing it to do it. And then he's gonna like patch. He's gotta patch you on the shoulder. Realizes that's the broke arm. Then goes to the other shoulder and pats you, and that's when he does cure wounds, just in case. You get 10.
All right, we had 11 boys.
You sort of feel your like bones click back into place slightly, but still hurts.
Terrence walking like behind the cart.
Okay. We're going to take just a quick break, and then we'll come back in about 10 minutes.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
So, from where we left off, the party is currently on Leonard's cart. Some are walking side by side, making their way back to Mondstadt. Adrian, still in dawling manner in the grasp of the Red Hand. The party is about, I'd say, relatively entering the main city. It is about 3 p.m. So you do see some people now out sort of getting ready for Silrise tomorrow. They're doing their shopping, or they are putting a lot of like the townsfolk are now putting up decorations, just doing the last finishing touches for the festival tomorrow. The inn that Morgan was staying at, what is it? Tiram's Asylum is about 5 minutes away from your location.
Yeah. Okay. We
Terrence got his hood back up and using his quarterstaff to stay to stay standing.
Okay.
Okay. Joaquin basically like keeps his voice down now that we're in crowds, but basically okay, we buy rooms, close blinds, cover mirrors, just avoid anything that's reflective ever, and we get what you need, but likely enough we're going to fight people at a wedding tomorrow. Well, maybe a canceled wedding. But either way, the Wrens are probably coming. And we should... And our most opportunity is to, you know, do the Samaritan thing here and get some brownie points with politicians. Yeah. Cool. Red. Good plan.
I'd say plan. I don't know about a good plan.
Well,
Let's start
plan
with
it
the
is.
rooms.
Yes. We don't know where the venue is, but assuming they come into town, we'd at least get a suspicion.
Didn't McAllis say where it was?
No, she said she doesn't know where it is.
Oh, wait, is McAllis here?
Yeah, McAllis is here.
Yeah, she's still with you.
Okay, McAllis, that makes things a lot easier. Do you have bullets or guns?
I'm an
Like in your
alchemist.
shop,
I'm
maybe.
an alchemist, darling.
I just wanted to ask. You know, you made them gunpowder to kill everyone with. I'm sorry. Jeez.
Can
Well,
you-
they provided me with the supplies. I just did what I was told.
True. Just asking.
Can you help me make some potions for tomorrow?
Look, with all due respect, I truly respect and thank you thoroughly for rescuing me, but I would rather not have anything to do with this. If you need any supplies, sure, you can come over and I can see what I can do for you, but it's a little bit above me, even for Gordon's sake.
It's exactly why you should go above and beyond now, though. For Gordon's sake. We know he's a murderer. Probably. And we know the dramatic villainous plots. All we need is basically to either find the Wrens before they get to the venue, or just find the venue itself.
Yeah, you're very charming and convincing, but I think I will have to pass out on this opportunity of dying in great glory.
Fine. Well, I guess at the very least we shall take your offer on free shit.
Free.
Fuck.
Free.
Never mind.
McAllis,
Yes, darling.
I'm very, very thankful you're okay.
I am thankful too that I'm alive.
And we appreciate you being willing to help us, even if it's from a distance. We will probably be stopping by your shop at some point soon.
Okay.
So, you know, if you happen to have like a gun under the fucking, you know, front desk, I'd like to borrow it later. I'll give it back, but
You
like-
could try a fucking blacksmith, maybe. Or, I don't know, one of your
fair.
shady
Fair.
little, like, pistol dealers, or just, I don't know, go ask one of the town's guards to give you a gun. Maybe they would have one.
Either or, I just need, you know, bullets or at least something more supplemental than this, as he just waves around like a short sword.
Well, go to the...
We'll see, though.
Just go to the... head towards the crossed workbench. Dayrath might be able to help you.
I will take the advice. So do you want us to like drop you off at home, or do you like,
No,
you know, have like a mysterious
I think I can
secondary
make my own
location?
way, thank you.
Okay. Well, we'll probably drop by your shop later. Watch out for the, you know, the mysterious workshop behind it,
Yeah,
if you know what that is. Yeah.
right. Thank you, and please stay safe, Bella.
You too, McAllis. Please. They could still want you for something. Please be very careful.
Cross my heart and hope to die, blah blah blah. See you later, darling.
Bye, McAllis.
Yeah. As soon as McAllis is actually gone, Joaquin will say, "She is at least in the top 4 friends with benefits of Gordon's I have met, at the very least."
You've met them.
Yes, sadly. We got around.
Hey yo.
Yo.
Well, not me most of the time, but yeah. Anyway, what the fuck do? We get rooms, rest, I buy gun, bullets.
What time is it?
It's around 3 p.m.
Yeah. We should, at least, I guess, get outside stuff done with, I guess.
I need to buy a rock.
What do we do? Adrian's still back there.
We rest,
Adrian?
regroup, and go back.
It's Adrian.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Sorry. My mic cut out. Adrian, pain takes you, and it is not a nice sleep that you have. It's not a very nice rest. You don't know, your eyes open and you don't know how much time has passed. You still find yourself in the chair, you still see the glass of whiskey in front of you, you're still in the same room. And it seems like whatever energy that he had coursed through your body, it is... you still feel it running through you. Like waves crashing against rock. It is hammering at your head. You're not bound in any way, but it feels very hard to just even find the strength to sit up.
I lean back in my chair and try to grab the whiskey bottle and take a good swig, and I wait a while until I somehow can get on my legs, and I'll actually try to find mentioned shower.
Okay.
And just gonna stand there or sit there in the shower and think about what he said and what situation he's in.
Okay. It is honestly very relaxing. This warm water that's like crashing down on you is sort of helping relieve the aching that your muscles are feeling right now. You feel still that everything that he has done has still been a mercy. Leaving you in this nice room, still letting you have still giving you the ability to even have a shower. It's almost disconcerting how cold but warm someone can be.
Is there a scar on my shoulder where he had placed his hand and touched me?
No scar. No marks at all aside from the marks that you had in battle.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wipe probably the blood off my clothes and try to stop my nose bleeding, and then I think Adrian is just gonna try to wander through the mansion, just searching for ideas in his brain on what to do, how to answer.
Okay. So are you going back to the room, or are you like wandering around the place?
Wandering around.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just...
I would probably, not straight, but probably when I'm doing my round, I'm gonna walk by the corpse of Bella's mother and just give a glimpse if there's anything on her body that hadn't been taken yet.
Okay. Okay. A couple of things. Once you like get up, or like once you like walk towards the hole that you fell from, you don't find any traces of Ariel or Edgar. It seems all the blood and the bodies have seemingly vanished, or have just been cleaned well enough. There are still some like scorches and like evidence of like a struggle around the place, but it seems much better than when you remembered.
Okay. Well, once I see that, I would like to walk to the front door of the mansion, and I'm gonna see if it's locked.
Okay. Sure. You walk down to the front door and you open it, and it's wide open. Well, not wide open, but it's not locked. You can open it like fully.
I'm just gonna step outside and sit on the porch and enjoy a bit of the fresh air.
Stepping outside, it's dark. Knowing your like sailing expertise and whatnot, especially with the around the time of the year that it is, you would make it around maybe 7 p.m.
Okay.
It is cold, but refreshing in a way. It's sort of helping you cool down from like the hot water, and your hair is sort of just helping you like relax almost.
After like an hour of just sitting there, he's probably gonna go inside again and go inside of the room he was first.
Okay. You walk back to the room, and when you left, you go back in, and everything seems to have been tidied up. The whiskey is away. Well, sort of like everything has been dusted. The bed has been made. New sheets have been fitted. There doesn't seem to be a sign of anybody in there at the moment.
Okay.
You sort of take a look at the left, and you can see like all of your stuff, like your bag and your cloak is all there. You take a quicker look, you see that Riptide has been polished. Your cloak seems to have been like dry cleaned and like dusted. A few of like the holes in like some of your like outer coat has been stitched.
Okay. Adrian will just gonna leave his stuff there, and he's just gonna sit on his bed and wait for a while. That's all for now.
Okay. You wait. Are you sitting on the bed? Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay. You wait for what seems like minutes, an hour, 2 hours, until you suddenly hear a knock on the window. Then another. And then another. And as you turn your head, you can see like pebbles sort of pinging off the window.
I'll open the window and look outside.
Okay. You open the window and immediately a pebble like pings you in between the eyes.
Ow. just surprisingly hold my hand on my head. Annoyed looking outside.
You look down and you see like this dark figure sort of like look up at you and like peer. It's very hard to like make out the features, but they take a look to the left and a look to the right before like you see them like begin to climb up the wall.
Oh, jeez. I take a few steps back. What the fuck? Who are you?
It takes a couple of seconds before like an arm, like a very relatively buff arm, sort of like reaches over the window and like pulls themselves back up, and you see a figure in like this black like leathered armor with like this hood over their head and like this very like strange looking like black almost balaclava on. Sort of like scambles through the window and like very ungracefully like plops on the floor and like looks up and like, oh man, shit, why did you send me to do this? Ugh. Hey, what's up?
Wait. I take a closer look.
Sure. As you come closer to them, they like pull their hood down and they take this mask off, and immediately you see a male elf, charcoal black skin, these like bright red eyes and short cropped platinum hair, sort of like look up at you and stands up, and as he stands up he's almost maybe a good foot taller than you. I don't know why you sent me to do this, but hey, fuck it. Adrian, right?
Yeah.
Alright, great. So, here's the thing. I can't save you. I was actually looking for that weird spooky bitch that you're hanging around with now, because my brother has some business with her. But, heard that you got caught and... Look, I just need to give you a heads up, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever they do to you, you have to bear through it.
Was planning on it anyway.
Okay. I need to go find the rest of the fucking losers that you guys are like, you're like chilling with, because I have some very important information to give to them. But here. And he hands you a black ingrained playing card.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry.
Okay, I take it.
Usually hates doing all this shit in person, so he asked me to do all of this, but look, just do what you can, okay?
I'll try my best.
While you're asleep, they're going to bring you to the pavilion of Arion. That's where the wedding is being held.
Okay.
I think you might even, as a seafarer yourself, have some experience with the angel Arion, but yeah, there's the shit is about to blow, and they're going to put you in the cellar with them, trying to lure out your friends. So, even if you do wake up, I need you to be there.
I'll be there.
Great. Thank you, man. I believe in you. He sort of like extends his hand awkwardly for a fist bump.
I meet his fist bump.
I'm a fucking ninja. And he like puts his hood back on and vaults over the window, and you sort of like pause for a second until you hear this poof.
No way. I just run and look out the window.
You see him like scrambling like out of the hedge, already like fucking up the immaculate garden work, and then like you see he can easily leave through the like open gateway, but instead tries to like parkour vault over the wall instead of like taking just a left like 5 feet to the left, leaving out, and he just like goes over the wall instead and continues.
I love him.
You see him vanish into the darkness.
I chuckle for a moment, close the window and look at the playing card and
It's
take a sign.
yeah, it's black, same size as the playing card, similar to the one, very identical to the one that you saw Morgan rip up. He didn't tell you what to do with it, but the sort of like white highlights like are reflected over the light on its ingrained surface.
Okay. I'll put it at the side. Like I put on my boots and I stick it into the side of my boots, and then put on my clothes, and I gonna prepare myself mentally for what's about to fucking go on.
Okay. As for the rest of the party, Michaelis has left. You guys are right now in the heart of Mondstadt. You can either choose to go straight to the inn and reserve yourselves some rooms, or you can go about and do your own things. What would everyone like to do?
Yeah. I'm going to buy bullets.
Room.
Okay. So,
Shopping.
okay. Anyone that's going shopping, tell me you're going shopping, and anybody that's going straight to the tavern, just tell me.
Moore plans to go straight to the tavern, and she wants to drag Bella with her if Bella would be willing.
Straight to the tavern as well.
Okay. Bella, are you willing to go straight to the tavern?
I mean, well, tell me how you're trying to get, like, tell me how you convince Bella. It really depends on the...
All right. Moore would kind of approach, because Bella's still in the cart, and, like, with her arms crossed over her chest, she'd, like, when they were splitting up, she'd kind of look between the party, and Bella should say, "You're coming with me. Because I need to check you out, and otherwise, if I can't, well, then I guess you're on your own."
What Keen would say, but when you know you talk with Morgan, what Keen would like go over your shoulder and say like whisper in your ear, say like, "She's gonna pull her ass off, just so you know." To Bella, yeah.
Would Moore have heard that?
Probably.
She'd kind of narrow her eyes and she'd shake her head. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I would have shot her while she was unconscious.
He whispered even louder in Bella's ear, "Proves my point."
You won't. You want with me then?
I have my own uses for you given new information, but I mean, I have something that could help your current predicament.
Bella, I think Bella kind of like looks to Theron and like with like a pleading look, like you know, basically like the puppy eyes come with me.
I need an adult.
I need an adult. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Theron looks back at Bella and just goes,
I am an
going
adult.
there.
Oh no.
I am an
boy.
adult.
I'm an adult.
Like,
Moore would give like a very slightly dramatized sigh. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
If you want to insight that, you can.
Oh, I'm gonna insight that.
Can I insight that too? I'm gonna.
Sure.
I'm just-
Hold on, I gotta ask Yaboku something.
It's...
Oh no.
Yo, it's good. Bro,
Yeah.
it's okay, wait. What's the question?
Do I need to roll deception if she's not sure, like if she's promising that she wouldn't hurt her, but she's not sure what the drawbacks of her potion might be?
So, not really. You can either roll deception or persuasion. It's like your own. It's like your own thing because you're not like full out lying to them, but you're not telling them the whole truth.
Okay.
So it's
Alright.
it's totally up to you. You can roll privately to me, and I'll tell them what they can determine from it. Holy shit!
Exists?
Wow. Yeah, she seems pretty legit.
This looks so sus.
It's not.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's not sus at all.
Okay, what about Bowie?
Yeah, both of you. She seems to be completely dead honest.
Okay. Okay. Before Joaquin does go, he does whisper in Bella's ear, like actually secretive this time. He says like, "I'll be back in like 30 minutes. Gordon's watching always. Good luck." He gives you like a shocker and just walks away.
Bella smiles and he hears a little voice in his head saying, you know, thank you. Be careful. We still don't know if there's anyone else out there that's working with my parents or whoever this is.
It's like you didn't need to whisper the entire time. It's like.
Joaquin just like flinches, like he says, "What the fuck?" like out loud. Actually, he continues to do the shocker though, and then he just sort of like he sort of just like keeps a pace, trying to make it like instead of 30 minutes, like at least like 29 minutes this time.
Okay. So, Joaquin, you're heading to the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you heading, Azoth?
To the closest apothecary.
Okay, that would be McAllister's place. Elmer Sanctuary. And, I think you two would be the only people that would be... Okay, so we'll do, Joaquin first. Joaquin!
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
The cross workbench is a blacksmith that is about maybe like a 5-minute walk from your current location. You have to head up the hill, like through like 2 sketchy looking alleyways until you get to like this like plaster and like wood framed, almost like 2-story building, but the like story above seems completely like decrepit and abandoned. It's got like this brown like shingled roof. And like stepping inside, it's got like this very like smooth like cobblestone floor. There's like antique cabinets that are like filled with like different like knickknacks, and sitting like on the anvil like to the right corner of the room, there's like a red hot like sword. Working like towards the forge, towards like the very end of this room, you see this like male, like this lean but like incredibly like ripped male elf. Um, he's about like maybe like 5'6". But he seems to be like lifting up like these like very like thick hammers that are almost like like twice the size of his forearms. But he seems to be like working with them with relative ease. He is not wearing a shirt, which does not seem very safe given his area of expertise. But it seemed like with tongs bringing different like red hot like pieces of metal over to like different anvils. He seems to be working on like 3 projects at once and giving them a few smacks before moving to the next one and going around like this like cycle.
Joaquin's still doing the shocker out of like shock and horror, but of the mind fuckery that just happened, but like still wondering how that works. He basically just like, oh yeah, you missed the workbench, crossbench, whatever.
He doesn't actually hear you when uh he's still like the he's it's like very loud, like the work that he's doing right now, like the roar of the forge and like the clashing of the metal on metal. He doesn't actually seem to be like paying you any heed at the moment. As you like walk like closer, he has like this like very like short cropped like black hair that's like shaved around like the back and sides, but like tied up in a man bun.
Yeah. What Keen literally like, is this like a browsing store? Is there like stuff on shelves and shit?
Yeah, so there are some stuff.
Yeah.
There are stuff as well. You see different like sets of like chain armor. You see like some leather works like towards the back. Different assortments of like daggers, knives. And if you like, you are looking for pistols, right?
If I see guns anywhere, I just want to know what those are. At
Okay.
least.
So there's like this small like drawer compartment. Like towards like the main like fucking the cash register. Fuck it. Like where the main desk is. There's like this drawer compartment like to the left of it, and there are like different like firearms that are there. So you can see like an assortment of like revolvers similar to like the brand that you have, some flintlocks that are like sort of like shoved in a in like this like open barrel, seeming to go for like cheap. If you look up, you see like this beautiful like this chamber loaded musket, like that's hanging on the that's hanging from the roof. And you open up this drawer, and inside you see like this like beautiful platinum engraved, you couldn't even call it a revolver. It's like you took like an elongate like a desert eagle with like this elongated barrel and put the chambers of a revolver around inside on it, and you have like this like beautiful like magnum hybrid, and it's got like these like cloud in like scribings on them, and it like sort of like you open up like the drawer and it sort of like hits you like you just uncovered like a dragon sword almost.
Jesus Christ. Like what Keen like pats his like sweaty forehead a couple times with like another one of his just like spare headbands, and then he just he basically just like puts if he could find like basically bullets, he just puts it goes ahead and puts it right next to the cash register. If he can also find like a fucking what else is there? Let me remember what the fuck it actually priced is. Like, what the fuck? if he finds a whip, also he'll fucking if like a whip by the letter works, he'll get that too. And ba- and he puts it all together in just a pile, like a box of bullets and a whip, and he's like, and then he starts shouting like, "Hey, hey, you!" He tries to like wave at him while he's working.
The elf looks around and stops his working and says, "Oh, hey, sorry." And he clears his throat and puts his hammer down and walks, like, saunters over to the till. What can I get for you?
Yeah, I want basically these two, like a bullets and whip. But out of curiosity, what's all this priced as? As he just points as the entire gun shelves in general. Like what's? I don't know the price for guns around here.
Well, if you're looking at that beauty over there, that's the Omen Killer. And
Jesus Christ.
yeah, that bad boy is 30,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, let me check real quick. Looks at a little corn pouch. Coming up a bit short right now, yeah. Sadly.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She was well, she was my father's. He he served in the War of the Scarlet Banner, but yeah, I lost him a while back, and it just hurts to look at her. But she was his favorite. Anyway, the whip.
Quick question, Iboku. Do I know what the fuck the War of the Scarlet Banner is?
Yeah. So the War of Scarlet Banner was the Scarlet Banner used to be an army that was commanded by Lariath to go and colonize Ipshire. The natives of Ipshire sort of formed a band with the pirates of the islands and like fought versus them. It sort of ended in a truce because the pirates like specialized in guerrilla warfare, and the Scarlet Banner was not taking them incredibly seriously. So instead of like a colonization happened, Larith just set up like different trading districts with Ipshire, with like this promise to not go after them, and the pirates would help them with their trade routes. The War of the Scarlet Banner was actually an invasion on Ias, or Ias, whatever you want to say. Where Scarlet Banner would try to set up like this trading line between Ipshire and Ias, but the natives of the area in which you now know as Havnus fought back in like this very like brutal coastal war, which lasted about like 20 years. Before your time, and unfortunately the tribes eventually lost because they could not stand against the firepower, especially with the pirates as allies, and so Havnus was created as sort of like an extra like pirate outpost, but still like had decent relations with the like outermost coastal tribes of Ias.
Yeah. Joaquin's basically just like nodding, following along with his stories, and he wants to hear the total of what he's got first, at least.
All right. Well,
how much is the?
Yeah. So I sell bullets by the 10. So if you're looking for revolver rounds,
yeah.
That'll be 5 gold pieces for 10.
Take 20.
All right, sweet. Cool. You know what? Since you wanted to hear my little rambling, I'll throw in an extra 5 for free.
Oh, thank you very much.
For the whip, so that's a normal whip over there. You can take that would be an extra 2 gold pieces. If you want one of
Thank
the
you.
more, if you want the more fancy whips back there, we have them. We have some for a bunch of different. I had some like donations for this crazy fucking bitch. Fucking Darling, I think her name was. Whatever. She brought one in. It's magical. Don't know what it does. Don't care. But it's pretty expensive. It's 50 gold pieces. 50 gold pieces. I bought it for. So I'm fine with letting it go for 55.
Interesting. About that, he points over to Omen Killer.
Yeah.
What side?
You see the engravings over there?
Yeah.
The beautiful cloud. Yeah, well, the old man was a follower of Asheni. He used to serve under the Scarlet Banner, fighting against the people of Havnus, but, well, his people deserted him, left him for dead. It was the kindness of the tribes that took him in. And he changed his ways.
I hear you there, friend. I hear you there.
I'm actually half Iasian myself. Married a beautiful woman. The woman of his dreams, he says.
What was his name?
Remus.
Remus.
Remus and Angela. I miss him a lot, huh? But hey.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Either.
I got some.
Yeah, what?
You come back to me, I'll hold on to this for you.
Come back to what?
Points to Omen Killer. I'll hold on to it for you if you want.
Yeah. I'd appreciate it. Believe it be, I have some benefactors that could help me with such a purchase, believe me. Out of curiosity, you ever heard of someone called Kamir?
Kamir?
Yeah, and his troop of sorts.
Huh. Can't say that I have. I'm not well versed into the politics or struggles in IAS at the moment. I haven't been there for 50 years or so.
Yeah. To be more specific, the Rihamra, but that's besides the point. Be what it be.
Rihamra?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know them.
Bit on the nose of a name.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what do you expect? They're not the most creative bunch.
Oh, fucking real. Yeah.
I heard they worked with the Iscariots before they went before the entire band went missing, no?
Joaquin just nods, but he keeps nodding. He's hoping he catches on. He's like giving him a dead ass look.
Did I say something, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, fair. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Iscariot's came up with some rough bits at the end there, but yeah.
Yeah. From what I hear, they all deserted. Tucked in their tails and ran away.
No, not deserted. Far from it. Far from it.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, if you're taking the whip,
I'm taking the whip.
sure.
I'll be back for that. Because I'm curious now.
Sure, I'll keep her under lock and key for you. That's 22 gold
Yeah.
pieces.
Your father Sounds like a good man.
He was.
Yeah,
He was the only person.
was
that,
indeed.
He's the only person that could really see the world for what it is, you know. Follow the wind, bro. But always watch your back, huh?
May the clouds strike on. He nods and just sort of like he just saunters out.
A Sheni watch over you.
Shiny watch on. And then he starts like picking it back because oh fuck she's gonna die. Oh, fuck,
In fact, you will make it back in 35 minutes.
damn it.
How dare you not keep your promise? Azoth.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay. You are walking back to the Elmer Sanctuary to find Michaelis. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. You make it back there. The place is... You can see her, she's still, like, in the process of, like, tidying up all the things that you guys have stolen on the shelves.
Oopsie.
But, she looks at you and rolls her eyes and says, well, I didn't think you'd be back this early.
Should I come back another time?
No, it's fine. What can I do for you?
Do you actually have potions here, or do you make them as you need?
I can do both. What are you looking for?
Azoth will just reach into his coin purse, pull out 2 platinum pieces, 5 platinum pieces, put them on the desk, and say, what can I get with this?
Well, now you have my attention. So, she pulls out, like, a lot of different samples from underneath the shelves and, like, opens, like, pulls out, like, this, like, very big key ring and starts opening, like, drawers from under the like, display cases that are, like, lining the shop. Well, let's see here. I've got Alchemist's Fire, I've got Bottled Breath, Blasting Powder, Fake Blood, I believe this is a smoke grenade, some ink, a potion of climbing, potion of swimming, I have a lot of sooth salts if you're having trouble with a riddle or, I don't know, the daily brain teaser on the newspaper, invisible ink, midnight oil. Is a potion that lets you speak with animals, a potion that lets you breathe fire, and a potion of resistance. And then from underneath the desk, she pulls out like a small ornate case and like opens the lock and says, "And this one just makes you very strong."
Do you have any healing potions?
Oh, well, that's boring. Yes, I do. She pulls out different vials, normal healing potions, lesser, and one greater.
How much for the greater?
You know what? You saved my life. You can get this one for free. But that's all. And just because it was you that saved me.
The entire time Azar's been in this city, this is the first time a small smile will creep onto his lips.
Careful you don't burst a blood vessel there, handsome.
Then you'll take the potion, you'll pull out his funny syringe. He's gonna suck that up into the syringe.
Okay. Anything else? So you got that for free. Anything else that you want to buy from her?
How much is the alchemist fire?
The alchemist fire would be 50 gold pieces per bottle. Sorry, 50 gold pieces per 3 bottles. She only has 6 in stock.
Well, I have 5 platinum, so that's enough for 3 vials.
Yep.
I'll grab that then.
Okay.
I'll grab 3 of them.
All right. Anything else?
No, that is good for.
All right. So just mark. You can mark the 50 gold pieces off. You have a greater healing potion that is loaded in the judicator. Anything else I can get you, darling?
No, that is everything. Thank you very much.
Great. I wish you the best of luck. Truly, I do.
And I hope you can, He looks around at, like, the broken-in shop that he was in not even a day ago. I hope you can get better business than this.
Oh, it's fine. At least the money, all the money that Gordy gave me for our time together will, at least patch up the shop.
You, nod and then, go back to the inn.
Okay. While these two were gone, Morgan, what are you doing? As you're, like, bringing Bella and Theron is following.
She likely wouldn't have said anything until like they got to her room.
Okay. As Morgan, like, sort of, like, opens the door to her room, it is, like, still, like, messy with, like, all of her, like, supplies sort of left on running. You can see, like, a lot of the tables and, like, desks have been, like, pushed together against the wall in, like, a very, like horizontal line so she can line all of the tubes up properly. But, like,
And like the ground would be littered in like notes.
yeah, the faint smell of, like, chemicals can, like, be, like, perceived in the air.
Bella's actually really curious and might be a good distance away, but does get a little closer to take a look at the vials and the contraptions connecting them and just, like, you know, everything that's all set up.
Bella just walks in. So this is how the peasants live.
As Bella gets a little bit closer, Moore would like, as she's like shrugging off her jacket, she would say, "You can look but don't touch."
Wasn't planning on it.
Hey yo.
Don't touch the goods.
And funnily enough, and as like Moore kind of like drapes her jacket over like a chair, she turns and points to Bella and then like gives her like a beckoning motion with her finger towards the bed. Lay down.
Lay down.
Iboku. Oh.
Are you deaf, girl?
Not deaf, just curious. But she does do as she says, you know, walks over and she sets her hand on the bed a little bit and, like, kind of pushes on it before hoisting herself on top of it.
Okay, and Moore would, checking on the potion, Yaboku, how long did you say it has left?
Around this time, it'll probably be done.
Probably be done, okay. She would pick up the vial and examine it before, slipping it into a pocket and then approaching Bella. She would kind of, like, give a swiveling gesture with her fingers. Turn around.
What are you planning on doing?
Must I explain everything to you?
Bella's just going to
Preferably, yes.
do as she says.
And from behind her, Moore would just kind of say, "All you need to know, princess, is that it might be saving your life." And what's Bella wearing?
I think it's a different dress than last time. It's not the destroyed one, thank God.
No, it's intact for now.
Yeah, she changed
Okay.
it in the room before we arrived.
Okay. Moore would kind of tap a hand against her upper back. "May I? I need to see your wounds."
I think she's a little taken off by like the well, I guess you could call bedside manner.
Well,
Theron, turn around.
Yeah, if Bella agrees, Moore's gonna turn around and tell Theron to turn.
Yeah, Bella, I think does like kind of look at her for a moment and glances around the room, but does like, you know, nod, and I think we'll start pulling at one of the sleeves of her
Okay.
her dress.
All of a
Mo-
sudden, Joaquin gets a sunburst of speed.
Joaquin's nose starts to bleed and he goes faster.
Moore would let her do it at her own pace, and once she was like actually
Anyone hear that drum beat?
once she was actually like declothed, she would hand her a blanket to cover her front with if that was what she wanted, but she just needed like to inspect her back.
Okay.
So, Yaboku, if I were to try to inspect her, would I be able to note any trace of the briar blood still like infecting her?
You have heard that Azoth had performed spine surgery on her. You do not see a single scar left there. It's
What do I know about briar blood, if anything?
You know that it doesn't show any external symptoms. You also know that the person that would be infected by it should from like yesterday should either be on the ground writhing in pain or dead by tomorrow. So this is strange for you.
Okay. Could I assume that maybe Azoth's surgery had given her a little bit more time before that stage of writhing on the ground or death?
Even with Azoth's surgery, she should still be in
Worse.
a lot of pain
Okay.
still.
Okay. Curious. Do you feel any different?
Do I feel any different? Has the briar blood worsened at all, or is it still like
Bella,
relatively the same?
aside from the throbbing pain in your thigh and your broken arm and like the cuts littering your body, you don't feel anything.
The writhing's gone.
Is it gone? Like, do I need a roll to see if it like I still feel it?
Remember what Adula said?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, what did the doula say?
It burned it away.
It said during the fight when you went unconscious, Adula materialized like over you in her sword form, and this burst of like purplish black fire sort of like exploded from around you, blinding almost everybody, and you were back up with 1 hit point.
Remember what she said? Why? Like what reason she gave that the magic of the sword failed?
Burning
She
the
cured her body.
burning the blight away had used up all of her magic capabilities.
Actually, I don't feel anything.
That's strange considering how hurt you are.
No, not that. Not that. I feel every wound, but I don't feel the wiggling anymore.
Curious. What did you do?
What did I do?
The fact that you're not in extreme pain or dead right now is astonishing. So, what did you do to rid yourself of the blight?
I didn't do anything.
Theron takes a step forward, like as he's also astonished.
I didn't do anything. I got my back cut open for about 2 hours, but
Is Bella
it
like
must have. Oh, is Bella what?
actively bleeding from somewhere?
Probably from her leg.
Right. If Theron like looks at the blood, is it writhing or is it just normal blood?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I like tap him on the shoulder for guidance on that?
Yes, please, because I only got an 11.
It's fine. You don't see anything.
Okay.
It's normal.
He looks at it and goes, "That's not possible."
Guess that quack doctor must have cured me.
No,
No.
no, this is not something. Not even magic. I've never heard of even any magic that could cure dry blood, let alone just a surgery.
Azoth is a good doctor.
What Azoth did would have bought you maybe
Don't
a
feed his
day.
ego.
However, there's no sign of the bright blood in your blood.
Moore would kind of turn her head to Theron, and she would like pull the vial up, hold it between two fingers. What this could do, I think it could. In theory, it could like stunt the nervous system, like temporarily pause it. Should we play it safe, or should we let her go, and if we see any more signs, we give it to her?
I say wait and find out what happens. No reason to waste it if she doesn't need it.
Are you
Right.
sure I don't need it?
I mean,
We'll see.
after all, it is your body. If you want the potion, I'll give it to you.
Kind of thinks for a moment, but does shake her head and says, no, I maybe we should save it. I feel great. Well, other than kind of like looks down like at her, like, you know, half covered body and like all the cuts, self-inflicted and not self-inflicted.
And that major PTSD.
And just goes, but it would be good to keep it safe in case someone else gets it.
Right. Well then, yeah, you'd feel her. I forget if she wears gloves. I think she does. Her gloved hand just press down on your shoulder, and for a small moment, you feel nothing, but then you feel a slight tingle as she casts Cure Wounds on you.
As she decapitates you. Just a slight tingle, as in shing.
18 points of healing.
Oh,
Yo,
wow.
let's go. Okay, that means I am at. Yo, let's go. I'm almost at like. I'm a little more than half health.
Joaquin and
God,
Azoth,
sorcerer
you
is so
arrived
adorable.
just now.
Wait, what?
Where do they?
They just like
arrive?
they
They
just
don't
like
know where we are.
they just burst in the door.
Yeah. Joaquin.
Good, there was
not
a
to say-
three-way going on, lads.
Joaquin not necessarily like wipes his nosebleed and like, okay, what did I miss?
And
No.
as
Does Joaquin even know where we are?
No, both of you guys
No.
arrive.
Okay.
Both of you guys arrive
I was gonna say.
at the reception. Well, at the tavern.
as Moore would have given the Cure Wounds to Bella, she would have stepped away, and her tone would have gone noticeably colder. Now get dressed and get out of my bed.
Hey yo,
I'm gonna go downstairs and get my own room now.
Joaquin rushes upstairs.
Theron is still heavily like leaning onto his quarterstaff.
Okay. So,
Bella smiles at her. She gives her like this very soft smile, and you know does do as she says, but like, you know, thank you.
It wasn't for any concern over your safety. Trust me. I do things for my own benefit, not for yours.
Well, either way, Your benefit became my benefit, and for that,
Sounds
I'm
familiar.
thankful.
Okin and Azoth, you sort of arrive like both simultaneously at this reception. Together. It is it was bigger than the tavern that you had originally spent your time in. It's similar. It's also like similar like build to the blacksmith that you were in, like this plastered like wood framed like 2-story building. It has like this gold scaly design with like this like these thin strips of gold ingrained onto like this oak wood to make it look like almost like dragon scales like lining the walls, which is a very nice artistic touch. But yeah, it is relatively busy. It's around dinner time now, 5 p.m. and you guys arrive and you see like Theron walking down the stairs as well.
Yeah. Quick question: how much did the stuff I bought cost again?
22 gold pieces.
Okay, gotcha.
So you got
for,
20. You got 20 bullets and 5 for free.
Yeah, gotcha. Just making sure. Yeah. What Keen's basically just gonna rush over and like try to just get a room out the way.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, one room, which will fit 2 people, will cost you 3 silver pieces. per night.
Just for clarification, are Bella and Moore sharing a room? I believe that was what we agreed on earlier. Yeah.
That is up for.
I suggested that, but that's up to you
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
If everyone wants to get their own room, they could get their own room. I was just
Theron
Is-
is
is-
definitely getting his own room.
Is my room big enough to share? Like comfortably share?
Yeah, all of the rooms are able to fit 2 people in comfortably.
Okay.
And Joaquin's just gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna buy his own room. Might as well.
Okay. And
Same.
okay, that's fine then. So that's 4 rooms then, right?
Right,
it
right.
is. Okay.
How many silver pieces did you say it was?
3 silver pieces.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and then Joaquin's just gonna basically just after that's all done and over, he's gonna just make sure Bella's not in a casket already, and say like, "Oh, you good? Everything good?
Everything's lovely.
They need to like cut your back up again or whatnot."
No.
Okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
as he's like, where is he? Would he be like in the room or at the doorway as he talks?
I'd imagine I'd be upstairs by now.
Yeah, if you're where Bella is, you're also where Moore is. So like, which is like
Yeah.
her room. So like, would you be like in the doorway in the room?
Sure, like in the room, I guess.
Moore would kind of be cleaning up her supplies a little bit, and she'd kind of look over her shoulder and say, "If you don't have anything of use to say, get out."
Okay.
And at
Thank
that
you
moment,
much.
Azoth walks in.
And Theron walks in saying, "If anyone needs me, I'll be in this room," and says his room's name and fucks off.
Moore just like for a moment just like bangs her fist against the desk really lightly as like a
God damn
yeah. It's like a very defeated sigh before like pushing herself up off the desk.
Azoth's gonna walk up to Bella.
Oh God.
Bella takes a couple steps back.
Look,
He's still walking.
Bella,
Like,
it's
he
6
not so sadly
p.m.
puts,
It's
like,
time for your
Christopher.
open surgery.
Joaquin not so
Your
Joaquin
surgery
not so
just dropped.
Good lord. Okay, I'm gonna fucking Christ. Joaquin sort of like steps in the way of Azoth, and sort of like he sort of like looks at him and sort of like does like aggressive like pondering hands, basically like and he looks at him.
Azoth, not understanding the social cues, gonna walk around him.
He basically does like a whole ass radius around Bella, trying to like make sure like like block your way, like trying to say, and eventually like I saw it's like 15 seconds of you say like, say what you're gonna say now, yeah.
What?
Come on, say it.
I was gonna do a checkup on her. Is that what you want me to say?
That would be helpful, yes. Communicate here now.
More would chime in from across the room. We've already done a checkup. She's fine for the time being.
Yes, there's no need. Bella sounds like very, very pleased with like just in general.
Okay. That good enough for you, doctor?
Hmm. Then he'll go to his room.
There we go. Okay. Okay. I guess early wake we do, some prowling, find the rents. Maybe if we just don't know where the wedding is, we check out the manor again, I guess. And as a second plan to go with. But yeah, if everything's okay, I'll go sort my room out. You know where to find me, I guess. He sort of like does like a sorry nod at Morgan and sort of like slowly saunters out.
Moore gives like a dismissive wave as he nods at her, like she's not even looking at him. Close the door on your way out.
Ooh, Bella's still in there.
Yep.
Hey, yo, let's go.
He's about to close the door and realize Bella's still in there, and then he just closes it slowly.
Holding eye contact the entire time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are we sharing a room or like
I think that's up to Bella.
That's up to Bella, yeah.
Yeah.
You obviously can trust this bitch as much as you want or not.
Yeah, if you trust her, you can stay in the same room with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, but I don't yeah.
I mean, come
suspiciously.
on. She was gonna save your life. I mean,
And
if you were still
yeah,
infected, come
it's-
on, you can trust
She
her.
was gonna experiment, but I guess save is
Yeah,
a word for it as well.
if you're missing like a couple liters of blood, it's pretty much your own fault.
Look, all I'm saying is I saved Bella's life and they still don't trust me, so you're not getting
You
anywhere.
shot
You
her.
also shot her.
Yeah, because she was going to get herself killed by standing there.
No,
Okay,
you shot her
listen,
because
the
you were
only-
gonna die. You didn't give a shit about
At
Bella.
least
Yeah.
Moore is honest. She said, "If I wanted you dead, you would be."
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So
up
anyway,
to-
make a decision. Where are you staying?
Well, hold on. Because Bella is gonna kind of walk over towards Morrigan, and she's kind of because is Morrigan like tending to her like little vials and her potion making supplies?
She's cleaning up her supplies, like all of her supplies that were scattered around, all of the notes. They were specifically for that one potion that she seemed to have been working on for a while.
Would you like some help?
She kind of freezes momentarily, and like her entire body tenses up. Fine, just don't fucking drop anything, or I swear to God, I'll kill you right now.
Whoops.
In the back
Plan
of
on
your
it.
mind, Morgan, you also hear. Would you like some help?
No! Is it the voice from the forest?
Are you Lee boys making fun of my brother?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, is it Sugar Daddy or Bad Daddy?
bad daddy. What?
It is.
Is there a difference?
it
No,
is-
use the terminology that she used, Byaboku. Either or.
It's
Sugar daddy or bad daddy. Specify.
it's neither, but
Oh.
you can feel that it's related to bad daddy.
No!
Just another like voice, and you can sort of like feel like these invisible hands like grip the back of your neck, like slide down your shoulders, and the feeling fades.
As that happens, what's Bella's passive perception?
Let me check. Can I actually roll actual perception?
If you want to, if you're actively perceiving her, like her every move, yeah, you can roll out active perception.
My passive. Where is my passive? I don't know where my.
It's right above.
is.
It's right above your tool proficiencies, and right under your skill proficiencies, it'll say passive
Oh.
wisdom.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, my passive is 11, but I could
Oh.
roll because she's like. She probably has Morgan in view because she's trying to help her clean up her alchemy supplies.
Yeah.
So if she did something, she'd probably notice.
Okay, you can roll active then. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you'd probably see like she'd tensed up when you'd ask for her to help, but she seems to have completely frozen. Like her face went a little pale, and her hands that are holding like a pile of her notes, they just tighten very slowly and they shake a little.
Bella notices and probably like very cautiously puts her hand on her shoulder, like maybe between her shoulder, like on her bicep, and goes like,
fuck.
Fucking bitch slaps her. Don't fucking touch me.
No.
Morgan's all bricked up now.
That's her
Is there-
bad daddy. God damn it.
fucking bitch. Is everything all right? You don't look so good yourself.
As your hand comes down on her shoulder, she would very like she would jerk away from you, like almost in like a panic. Don't touch me.
I'm sorry. Is everything okay?
Do I feel anything else, or is that it and it fades?
Just having like a quicker look at like Bella's face, and you almost seem to be like self-projecting your own changeling powers onto her, as you can sort of like see or like feel her face like shift in your mind, like wriggling and assorting itself into faces of people that you are not very fond of before recollecting themselves back as Bella. As like sort of like this tense energy, like, or like tense feeling in your mind like loosens itself.
I know. Okay. Seeing like the like the changing of faces, Moore's hand slides to her gun, and she's taking very deep, panicked breaths. Bella, for the love of God, if you're to do anything right in this current moment, just keep speaking.
Bella also tenses up, and she very slowly like puts up her hands, and she's like, "Oh, okay, you look like a ghost."
You look like a ghost.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck.
Oh God! For the moment, do I still know it's Bella for this current moment?
You are aware that it's Bella.
Okay. She would slowly slide her gun from its holster, and lifting it, her hand shakes very hard, and her finger hovers on the trigger before she like thrusts the gun out and offers the handle of it to Bella. Take it. Don't give it back until I'm calm.
because Bella will, I think, very cautiously but gently take the gun from her, and I don't know if Bella would know enough to turn off the safety. Can I roll for it?
Is
Like,
there
turn on the
does
safety?
Coalescence have a safety?
I'm pretty
No.
sure Morrigan doesn't have a
Yeah,
safety. in
like,
her gun.
well, I don't think
Come
she
on.
would.
The safety is which spell she chooses to fire.
The safety is her index finger on the trigger. No, the
Yeah.
safety's on.
Coalescence does not, in fact, have a safety.
As you grip the handle of it, the first thing that you notice is that it is ice cold. The second thing that you notice and that you feel is hunger. It feels as if the gun wants to be used. And you can sort of like
Same.
hear in the back of your subconscious
No way!
like just this
It's
hunger
the fucking gun!
to like pour your spells into.
Okay, Percy.
You okay? Hold that gun real quick.
But then then it sort of fades.
Okay.
You get the feeling that it was crafted with such malicious intent that the anger of the crafter had sort of passed itself inside of the weapon itself.
Oopsie.
The earring reacts to it.
No. It doesn't feel like an actual physical thing. The gun is not sentient. Not like your earring. It just has the most vile, dark aura out of anything that you have ever, like, felt in your life.
As Bella's like going through this like feeling, Moore would kind of like back up against the wall and just slowly slide down and try to like collect herself.
Bella, she probably has the gun, but probably is holding it in a way that keeps her finger away from the trigger. And she would get a little bit closer, but still maintain a good distance from Morrigan and keep speaking to her, saying that, it's all right. Everything is okay. Everything is okay.
It is around now where you hear a knock at the door.
Housekeeping.
Did Bella's voice like change to the unfriendly voice before the knock?
No. You seem to be calming down a little.
Okay.
And you sort of hear
Is
this
it-
voice at the other side of the door. Is this a bad moment?
Fuck, it's Ninja Boy. Okay.
Moore would be absolutely unresponsive. Like she would respond to the fact that there was someone at the door, but she'd make no move to get up from where she's at.
Okay.
Bella is going to kind of pass by her and say, stay right here. It's okay. And probably answer the door.
Do you open the door?
Yes, very slightly.
I'd like you to make a strength check.
What?
Kicks the door in.
Man, we totally
Surprise,
have the
motherfucker.
two strongest party members
Oh wait,
right
no, wait.
here.
That was a save. That was a save, not a.
It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's still.
It's pretty
I
much the same
It's
thing.
still,
the same.
-2 for you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't change anything.
Okay, well, a 29 is higher than that, so.
Oh, Jesus
hell.
Christ!
Is it really?
Is it really? I mean, 329.
The door like bursts open, Bella, and you get tackled by this figure wearing all black. As you immediately both drop to the floor in this like loud bang.
Is this a bang we hear?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, you probably would.
Would-
My passive
Yeah.
perception is 17. so-
Does the loud noise startle me at all in this current state?
You see her get tackled. I mean, yeah, probably, maybe.
She has
What-
your gun.
I I don't need my gun to cast, not like that.
No,
But
I mean, she's gonna break it.
Oh wait, my gun!
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
My like actual question was like, I know it would probably startle me. Does it like does it trigger the more unhinged side, or is it just like a normal startle?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
I'm so
shit,
Who is
man.
this?
Oh, that was
Wait,
2
who is
GM.
on top
16.
of me?
That's okay. It was
16.
it was 16. You're fine.
Me.
You're okay.
Okay.
Where are you rolling?
Yeah.
I accidentally rolled 2 GM because I don't
Oh.
know why I had to set 2 GM, but
If Joaquin's gonna hear a loud bang, though, he's definitely just gonna rush all the way down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
she
Assuming the
more
noise
would
is-
jolt up once like she saw Bella get tackled, and she would, since Bella has a gun, she would. Wait, do I recognize like the look of the person?
Well, right now they're completely masked, just wearing
Okay.
all black.
Okay,
Bella
so
is-
she would like rush to her alchemist supplies and like get like ready to cast.
Bella,
she needs to.
as you like hit the ground, like this figure immediately like does like this combat roll and like springs up to the opposite end of the room, and like does a quick stretch. Sorry, I always wanted to do that. Morgan, and he turns to you.
Out.
More looks a little bit like she looks a little bit almost like crazed. Like she looks entirely ready to fire some sort of spell at him.
Hey, let's not do anything. Let's not do. He like slowly lifts his hands up and takes his mask off, and you can see like now this drow look at you.
No recognition.
No.
Okay. Who are you?
Great. How do I put this lightly? You're what was the word that he used? A benefactor? Yeah. I work for him.
In the background, Bella actually has a firebolt in her hands, ready to cast.
In the background of the background, Joaquin does like a carbon copy combat roll of that guy. He just did through the door.
When he says the word benefactor, her hand that had like kind of been lifted to cast firebolt slowly drops and her shoulders slump, and like she presses a hand to her forehead. Right. Bella, it's fine. He's a friend.
He has no manners.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Fuck!
No.
Oh no! At something you say in that sentence,
I wonder
Moore's fucking gaze just snaps to you, and any warmth, any trust you would have seen from
Did you fucking?
from her, it just entirely drains, and she walks right towards you, and she does not. She tries to roughly grab the gun from your hands.
What the fuck? Did you hit a fucking sleeper agent?
Would we be at the room at this point?
Almost. If you guys are heading up, you'd be leaving your rooms about now. Well, more.
I mean, after we heard the crash, we started running towards the door.
Yeah, so you'd be like on the way over there, as like more is like walking towards Bella. Whoever, if anyone wants to, it depends on like the room order on who gets there first, because they are like relatively like spread out throughout the hallway.
I
Because
do also
there's
run
not.
80 feet.
Okay, never mind. I forgot.
Yeah. As more like tries to like grab the gun from her, Bella doesn't have to contest if she doesn't want to, but more there is no friendliness in her face, and she would like snarl at her, "Give me my gun."
The downsides of only having 70 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
The downside of dealing
couldn't
with
be
a
me.
crazy person.
Hey, let's relax here a second. I'm only here to deliver a message, and then I can fuck off. And
Can I
Lean towards
cast
the
calm
door.
emotions on here? Could I cast calm emotions on her?
oh god, I mean you can if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll cast calm emotions on on
Oh,
Morgan.
I've got to make a charisma save. It can choose to fail. If I choose to fail, will it work?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you choose to fail, it should
Okay.
work.
Okay, she wouldn't fight it then. She would willingly fail.
Yes.
You feel this like warmth, sort of like push, this like almost invisible mental black mist that seems to be clouding your mind as it sort of dissipates away as the spell washes over you. At this time, everyone would have probably made it to the entrance of the room.
Oh, it probably doesn't look too good. Moore is standing over Bella that's on the ground, and there's a black figure also in the room.
Yeah, Theron has his sword out, like, what's going on?
Yo.
Joaquin combat rolls into the room, double beads on this one guy. Is that a fucking ninja?
Yeah.
Fucking ninja.
Yeah, I'm a fucking ninja.
Cool.
No, there are
Anyway,
two black cloaked figures here.
Thanks. No, I don't wear I don't wear a cloak, buddy. They're very like useless. They get like caught in wind turbines and shit.
So, first of all, besides that, points to the girls over there. What's your allegiances? Red Hand to the ninja.
No.
Listen, he's a friend. And, like, she wouldn't even turn to look at him. She would still be holding her hand out for Bella, but she seems much less hostile now. Give it back. Please.
Of course. Bella does turn the gun and does like she hands it to her by the so that she can take the handle.
Mm-hmm. When I take it, Yabuku, do I get that same feeling she did, or is that just me all the time?
No, that's just how that's your default setting, baby.
That's just
Default
who you
setting,
are,
alright.
baby.
As she takes the handle, she like curls her fingers around it and gives a lengthy sigh, and she seems to relax a little bit. She will holster it again and turn back. She'll offer Bella a hand up first before turning back to the cloaked figure. Right, you're here on his terms then. What is it?
Yeah. First off, you, and you, fuck off. Close the door. If I think that any of you are pressing your ear against it, I'll beat the shit out of all of you. Don't think I won't. And yes, he's honestly becoming a lot more like, open to more personal things instead of these like ominous letters. I have to say he is wishing you the best of luck though. Honestly, he never said that. He's never says anything, but I can tell. I'm a great judge of character. Has anyone left the room at this point?
I'm trying to be the last person out, basically, but so I'm kind of just still having a beat on him.
Bella's a little miffed because like I was here first, and you can kind of see the displeased expression on her face.
As like I'm assuming none of them have moved yet, so Moore would kind of turn and specifically speaking to Bella because like that's the person she's sharing the fucking room with. It'll only take a minute.
Yeah, like behind Moore's back, you can see like this drow smile like giddily, like a very like smug fucking smile.
Will you?
Theron will put his sword in his bag and just go, "Oh, like I care," and start walking away.
Bella kind of turns to Morgan and she's like, "Are you sure? Will you be all right?" Like genuine worry on her face.
Moore gives a slight taunting smile. Don't worry about me, princess. I always find a way to survive.
That is not comforting.
Anyone looking at the drow, he like mouths to himself, "She is so cool."
Like Akina, at that point, he just like he has two guns up at him. He puts one of the guns down and just pitches his fucking nose bridge.
and then she shoos everyone else out, but she shoos everyone else out, but she lets Bella leave of her own accord. You guys get out. This literally isn't even your room. We're fine.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's already going.
Yeah,
Who walks in? Who's the ninja?
A little bit late to the party, he's on.
He was napping.
I think it's her coworker. I point to Morgan.
she kind of, that's like the first like genuine like slight chuckle you get out of her. Coworker is a horrible but accurate term.
That's
This is
two
not-
fist bumps.
She's not wrong. I think.
Okay, come on, Bella. Give them 5 minutes.
Theron's walking slowly away and just holding his side like, son of a... wincing.
Morgan, you kind of see Bella look a little conflicted. Like, she looks between you and the drow before, you know, you hear a little voice in your head that says, like, you know, be careful. And Bella is also gonna, you know, she's also gonna use her, like, you know, communicate with the drow and say, you know, hold on, what's she gonna say? She's gonna tell him to mind himself while he's here.
Am I able to respond to her in my head?
You can respond to her, yeah.
You wouldn't see any change of expression on her face, but she'd just slightly incline her chin towards the door, and in your head you'd hear, I'll be careful. It'll only take a minute, I promise.
You hear in your head, whatever you say, noodle arms.
I love this dude.
Bella likes the cut of his jib.
Does Bella leave?
She kind of like makes a like I'm watching you gesture to the drow, and
Drow.
and drow, leave me alone.
Never.
And is like, you know, hold on, I'm trying to think of things to say.
But Keen's just watching them all stare at each other. And like, and then he says, oh, the mind thing. He's out loud.
And Moore would, like, just in the silence, she'd step forward and just press a hand to Bella's shoulder and, like, slightly nudge her towards the door.
Also,
Clearly
like,
getting a little bit impatient.
as you're
She
also,
does do that.
as you're like leaving Bella, like this, like as your range is like getting further, you can like hear his voice still in your head, like sort of fading. Hey, do you know if she's single?
Yeah.
I did not hear any of that. What was that?
And then he closes the door.
Hey.
He said something like, hey, do you know if she's single in your head as you got farther away?
Oh my god.
He came to play Morgan, okay.
True. So,
As he closes the
real,
door
okay.
and like presses his back against it, you can see him like starting to take off like some of the like the thicker black armor, like the black leather armor, as it like thuds to the ground, and he's wearing like a simple like gray tunic. But as the armor like comes off, you can see he is like incredibly buff
Jesus
for an
Christ.
elf. But he looks at you and says, "Bro, can't fucking breathe with this thing on." As the armor actually falls to the ground, you notice that it doesn't really make a sound as it like clatters to the ground.
Okay.
All right. And he takes like a ring off of his left finger, and like the moment the ring comes off, it materializes into this giant like gold and silver like hammer. As he like brings it to the ground and like lies against it. Shit. All right, I need a second. You know your buddy's been kidnapped, right?
What? Oh, the This, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
the
don't really care, to be honest.
yeah, the short guy. Oh, well, that's fine. He's not really of any concern to Big Bro either, but hey, whatever. Listen.
Mm.
Farian is going to use him as bait for the rest of you guys. So either you take it, leave it, doesn't really matter to me, but he is after a key, which I think I know you found out.
Right.
Yeah, so, another little thing. The wedding is going to be held in the Pavilion of Arion, which is down the street, 10-minute walk. Shouldn't take you guys that long to get there, but, security's going to be pretty tight. It's going to be in the wine cellar, about 18 barrels of black powder ready to send that shit to the moon, so there's also that to worry about. Next thing, your little buddy is probably going to be tied down in there, so either he finds his own way out and gave him a little wild card for that, or you guys go rescue him. Either or, doesn't matter. The only thing is, you guys need to find that key before he does, because the thing that key is leading to is going to fucking kill everyone. I don't know. I actually don't know what it is. He never told me, but I'm assuming that it's something dangerous.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is a lot. Knowing this crew and the overly kind, and she spits the words like a little bit of venom, looking at the door towards where Bella had left. Princess that we have here, you're going to want to save him.
Yeah, I assume so, and honestly, probably the best chance you'll get at wiping Farian off the face of the planet, but I wouldn't hedge your bets on that. He's been a bit tricky since he stopped working with Big Bro, so... Huh. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say that.
What?
Oh,
Who?
great.
She pulls her gun from the holster.
Oh, fuck, shit.
His, like, nonchalant demeanor, like, drops a little. Alright. Farian Darun. The man with the red right hand. I know you know of him.
What the fuck did he just say to me?
Yeah. Wait, what did he say?
Farian Darun. That's his name.
Does that name ring a bell to me?
Not really. His name has always been a secret.
Oh, that's his name. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
I see. Can you DM that to me, the name?
Sure.
Thank you. And he... he was working with him?
No. He was working for my brother. Two very, very different things. There are things that my brother can do that probably no one on this world will ever be able to. He's that kind of guy. He never really had any allies, but he always kept a few apprentices just to pass the time, I suppose, and Farian was one of them.
I'll relay the necessary information to this group. It'd be suicide for me to go alone.
Probably. A few things.
What did you mean? Oh, go
Sorry. You ask first. I'll overload your brain with more shit afterwards.
ahead. What did you mean by he's open to getting more personal?
Huh. So, at first you were like a passion project, right? He visited Ogum a while you were doing your shit there. And, well, he helped you break out. I think you already know this. Yeah, so at first you were sort of like a test about, like, nature of humanity and whatnot, but he's sort of, like, grown attached, which honestly is not like him at all, but hey, you know what? You do you, am I right? So, what he meant by that was this, and he hands you a stone. So once a day, you can, he's open for a little chit-chat.
Oh, you got fucking Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Don't bother trying to
Wait,
trace it, you're not gonna find him unless he wants to be found, but, he's interested in you.
Okay.
Oh, so
Right.
by the way, my number is on there, so
I also,
Wait, how long?
I also have one of my own. If you want like someone else to talk to, but like,
Before I answer that question, how long would she have been working with him? Like since they met? Because I know he helped her escape.
since you
Which would
broke
have been
since you broke
a
out
few
of
years at least.
since you broke out of Augum, he has been keeping an eye on you, per se, and he has
So that
been
would be like,
he has been guiding you, a couple of years.
okay, yeah, a couple of years. Okay. She kind of looks down at the stone, and looks like really, like, almost in disbelief. Right. Yeah. If you want to give me one of your own, sure, I'll take it.
He looks a little bit happier than you would think, handing you over another sending stone, but
That's cute.
She would pocket them both, and then kind of like stealing herself, she would clasp her hands together behind her back. Right, you had more for me. Lay it on me.
okay. Okay, sorry. So I went over this whole shtick. So my guess is, I found out that you guys, fucking murdered the Dollings, which is, thank you. I've been wanting to do that for a while, but, hey, whatever. Been busy.
I didn't want to use the card there, but I wasn't about to run.
Yeah, they're fucking cool, aren't they? I don't know how he does it.
They are.
So they plan to use Bella as a scapegoat, I believe. Marrying her off to the Wrens just to gain political ties and then blow them off the face of the earth. But since they're gone, there's no one to tie up with. But Farin orchestrated the entire murder of Gordon in order to retrieve this key, which again is going to be one of your priorities. The other one is, maybe, if you want, not letting like dozens of people die at a church. That would also be kind of cool.
She seems to consider it for a second, and like her face goes a little like deathly serious. I don't want for there to be casualties, but I'll do what I must to succeed with my mission.
True. And if you do that, you might get a chance at pissing in Red Hand's porridge, so...
That is something I've been wanting to do for a while now.
Exactly, win-win.
Do you have any idea where the key could possibly be?
Well, I'm guessing that it's not on you, or else none of you would be alive right now. So... let's see here. The will. The will. What happened at the will? Perhaps it was willed off to somebody. Not any of yous, but definitely not Ariel or Edgar, so... maybe look into the Cranky too. Oh, wait. I don't think you know about them. No, it doesn't matter. You can relay this information onto the rest of your goofy goobers afterwards.
Goofy goober, yeah.
I wonder who he's talking about.
Do you have any advice for what we should do? Should we get our hands on that key?
Well, I think so. I think that is one of your priorities. Another thing is that Gordon does have a secret study located in his study. Or maybe not. It might be the wrong house, but maybe give the place another once over. You might find something. I'm not here to really, like, boss you around and tell you what to do, but I've already said more than I'm allowed to, so I'm probably gonna get spanked when I get home, but
Oh my.
Oh.
my.
May I join?
Wait, take me too.
I'm home.
sort of like,
But then he says, but maybe we could get the spanking over with right now if you want. I don't know.
She kind of sighs and she gives a nod. Right, thank you. Even though this is kind of what your job was. And she would step up to him and offer him a hand. Is he sitting down or is he standing?
now he's sitting down, but like,
Okay, she'd
honestly, like him like sitting down, he's still at like chest level. He's that big.
yeah. She'd offer him a hand, like, to shake, not to help him up, because she probably can't pull him up.
Okay. He like he takes your hand. As he like shakes your hand, you can see like on his left hand, like this like on like the from his like forearm, from like the middle of his forearm to like towards his knuckles, there's like rigid scarring over there. He's sort of like,
Can I discern what kind of scarring it is? Like what could have maybe caused it?
like it looks like something had been like pierced into his arms, almost like a rebar, and it had to have been like ripped out.
Ow. Okay.
Anyway, he like stands up. The name's Dexter. Dexter Vex.
He's a fucking Dexter. Of course he's a Dexter.
I love it. Dexter.
It's not my real name, but I'm not allowed to use it, so I have to go with this.
It's fine. I appreciate the aid. Give him my regards, will you?
You can give them to him yourself now. As he starts like picking up his armor.
She looks down at like where she'd stored the sending stones, and like a very slight smile creeps across her face. Right. Well, you better get going before the princess outside gets pissy.
Oh,
After all, this is her room too for the time being.
of course you're up to sharing rooms.
Trust me, it was a business transaction to start with,
Hey, you know,
and I'm regretting it now.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. Sort of like he like finishes like taking the armor on, or putting the armor on. Sorry. Anyway, if you don't want little Goldilocks to go kaboom, wedding's at 12 p.m. 12 a.m. Fuck. He sort of like opens the window. Okay, I got this. Practice makes perfect.
Can I like nudge him out the window?
Yeah, you can. He sort of like begins like stealing himself. You like give him a little like shoulder bump. He's like, oh shit! I just
Wee. As he falls, she'd kind of lean out the window partially and give him a wave with a shit-eating grin.
he like takes his finger, pulls his eyelid down, and sticks his tongue out and runs away.
After that, she'd close the window and she'd open the door for Bella, and she wouldn't say anything. She would just open it, step back, and pull the sending stone out of her pocket, specifically the one for Sugar Daddy.
There's
Sugar
a
Daddy's
random
hotline.
Oh lord. There's a random thing. What Key wanted to do like a random small talk question. He was waiting for information too with Bella, but he wanted to ask Bella something real quick.
Okay.
So and then Joaquin would basically say so the he taps his forehead. The brain thought thing. When that stuff start happening, you can just do that, I guess.
Oh,
To Bella.
Because Bella looks confused for a moment, and then he hears a voice in his head when she kind of like gets a look of understanding on her face, like, oh, you mean this?
Yes, that. Oh, and he realizes he thinks real hard. It says yes, that in his head, also. But when you just could have done that whenever. Just you know, the psychic shit.
Because Bella can hear them when they respond to her in their heads, right?
Yeah, but he's saying this out loud actually.
Okay.
Even if you respond, he's gotta keep saying the words out loud. It's just easier for him that way. He's learning.
Bella is probably like leaning over a banister, probably like outside of the room, not really listening in, despite wanting to. And she, you know, kind of hums and says that, you know, I don't know. I suppose I've always been able to do it, but I can't be quite so sure.
So, could you have always did like the sword thing with your earring and whatnot? Is that or is that new?
Well, I don't know. I've had the earring for as long as I can remember, but it's never behaved like that. It's never turned into a sword.
Yeah. Yeah. He sees that she's kind of awkward right now and says, do you want to know how I got my magic? Maybe. I don't know.
No.
I'm spitballing.
Yes.
Well, I was buried alive, and I got it afterwards when I woke up.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you die?
No, at least I don't think so. Pokes his like chest real quick. But it was like a click, you know. I think I get it from my mom's side, but like not until now. It was like I woke up out of my coma, in the grave, had to dig my way back out. That was the hard part, really. But I think it was part of the journey.
He's so cute. I love him.
And your magic just
Yeah. I think it's natural.
manifested.
Yeah, I think it's natural. My mom, tiefling.
Really?
Long generation of tieflings. I think it's matriarchal though. My sister's also a tiefling, so I think it's, you know, the X to the Y's, you know. It just clicks.
I'm surprised you know what that is.
Shut up, ass off. I know some sciencey shit. My dad's smart like that. But
I see.
yeah. Either way, I think it's demonic mostly. Probably. Either way, the ringed monarch has reigned over my soul, but the heaven scourge has reigned over my heart. Either way.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's a big plus from, you know, comas apparently.
I suppose so, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Be what?
I wonder if our magic is similar.
Maybe. It does take a lot of, you know, brain power. He starts tapping his forehead again. To just, you know, do any random magic shit. but mine's not too flashy like yours, so who knows?
As soon as he says flashy, like Bella kind of smirks, and she kind of like tucks her hair behind her ear, and in doing so, her fingers graze over the crystal earring, and she casts dancing lights to kind of like tease and swirl around him.
Okay.
Wow.
Joaquin, these like beautiful, like exuberant purple orbs start just like swirling around you, just illuminating the room slightly.
Yo, man, you gotta teach me that type of shit. I only make shadows, basically. It's the exact opposite of any of this. Oh, wait a minute. I was getting buried alive in darkness. I make shadows. Oh, it's thematic. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Just has a revelation in the middle of it.
Exactly. You're a genius, Joaquin. You're a fucking genius.
Joaquin, you've done it again.
You've done it again, Joaquin. But yeah, that's impressive. Yeah.
Well,
Teach me some of that shit later, I guess.
I will, but your magic, that's so interesting. To be reborn in darkness.
Oh, damn. I gotta write that down.
You should teach me a thing or two too.
Sure. I'm not sure if you want to do sneaky shit. That's a bit more of a teach. I could teach him guns. He just waves around, his like holsters.
You see Bella like kind of like push herself away from the banister, like her other arm being hung in that like sling, like the kind of splint you gave her, and her eyes just light up.
Oh. Wait, you like guns? Is that it? Or,
No, but they look fun.
True American.
Be
Sure you're
quiet.
You sure you're not Eosian? Or, from Ipshire, from any chance? Because that's the exact thing they said. Like, just the everyone in general.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where I'm from.
Damn. Fucking true.
Okay.
Dimmer question, but since your parents are dead, sorry about, killing your dad if you have any, if he was the nicer of the two, but do you want to keep the last name?
Bella like kind of cringes like at the mention of it and kind of looks down. Like you see her kind of like follow the little orbs of light and then kind of look down at her hands, and she kind of like rubs her fingers together and says that I don't know. When I lived with the Darlings, I was never a darling. I was never a daughter. I was never anyone there. And I had gotten so used to that until I had met Gordon, my uncle, Uncle Gordon. And for the first time, I felt like I was considered family. And I love Gordon. I still do. He was like my father. And it pains me to say this, but I feel bad that I don't grieve over mother and father.
It's really up to you to decide who your sorrows are for at the end of the day. Not them. But either way, no matter what your name will be or ends up being, at least you know the there's one good darling out there apparently, but he's in a golden grave. So
I miss him.
I do too.
I don't. Bella, like, kind of. You see her go from like rubbing her fingers together to like making a fist, and Tori, you probably this is either before the conversation or you're probably able to listen in, but
Probably during.
yeah. Bella kind of clenches her fist and says that I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I have no idea how to proceed next. I've lived my whole life being told what to do. Well, I've lived my whole life being told what to do. And now that Gordon's gone and my parents are gone, I don't know what my purpose is anymore.
Yeah. I guess, in a weird sense, you want to hear a bad, what do I say, like a bad example of what you could do, or maybe just a bad suggestion?
Sure, why not?
Do what I do. Join an army. And then, go pal around with a Khan of Eos. And then, war against other Khans and other weird cultist tribes and jack shit. That was the smart idea at the time, free some slaves and stuff. And fight the good fight for freedom against tyrants. That's basically Eos's entire thing. But once you realize you're fighting for a tyrant, eventually, it loses its luster. So if you continue on fighting, a hunter hunts, but who hunts the hunters? So just make sure you fight for what you believe in at most, I guess. And there's a hunter out there that did an atrocity to Gordon, which I do intend to hunt.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have heard that, right, Yapuko?
Yeah, this is probably around the time when this conversation is ending. You've already booted Dexter out the window.
So if I were to
Dexter.
if I were to have picked up anything, what would it have been?
I guess just I don't know. It was honestly mostly small talk.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been anything important. You might have been able to pick up like tidbits of it.
Okay.
Mainly just
Well-
mainly like Joaquin like ranting about like some things that he might have done. But you were really too like it was Dexter was like at the door, so he probably would have overheard the entire conversation, whereas you were on the opposite end of the room.
All right.
But yeah.
When the I guess kind of when it ends, she opens the door, and she would kind of take a glance at both Bella and Joaquin and kind of just leave the door open and step back. If Bella wants to come in, she can. If not, she won't care either way.
I'm sorry, because you probably see like Bella still has the lights around Joaquin.
More wouldn't have seemed surprised or like in the slightest. She kind of would have taken a quick glance and then just moved on.
What Joaquin says to Morgan, did you get, any good information at least?
Yes.
I won't ask now, obviously, but that's good to hear. Believe me. And then he sort of just like, he just gestures at the doorway to Bella. while with the other hand just waving by.
Yes, fangirls in her head.
Bella, like, smiles and waves at Joaquin, and Morgan, you probably hear another voice in your head saying, like, Bella, you recognize it as Bella, as being like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be hostile to your friend. He startled me.
Moore gives a slight shrug. His methods were unethical. I wouldn't have blamed you if you attacked.
I almost did.
You were
He
the
was
only
1 second away. He was 1 second away from being fried chicken.
With all due respect, Princess, you would have gotten trounced.
Maybe, but-
Yikes.
I couldn't
More-
just stand there and do nothing.
She kind of like gives us like a, I don't know how to pronounce. It's like almost like a scornful smile as she like
A
kind of looks
wry
down.
smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to learn when to pick your battles.
Maybe I do. I don't pick many.
Maybe that's your problem. You cower and you negotiate like a little mouse trapped beneath the cat's paw. You let other people take those reins, and you let other people have that control. And that, she kind of like takes a step towards Bella, and for once there's like almost like a crazed smile on her face. That is your problem, Princess. You refuse to get your hands dirty, to bloody something other than yourself when you're trying to pull a hero act. My advice to you is don't die before you can become a hero, because they never get their happy endings.
I see.
With that, she kind of move away and kind of just look out the window that Dexter had dipped through. I know Adrian's being held.
Bella kind of like perks up. You too.
Yes. He's going to be held right in the middle of the gunpowder that's going to blow. Right at the wedding venue.
Oh no. We have to stop it.
And how do you think we do that?
Water. Mikala said it herself.
Look. You may not be well versed in plans like these. Shroomy. you may not be well versed in plans like these, but having one option usually never goes well. You need to have a plan for when plan A fails, and when plan B fails. You need to have contingency after contingency. Because if you don't, and just the slightest tick goes wrong, it can cost you your lives.
Bella kind of like gives her a once over, but, nods.
And I think by this point, since it's like nighttime-ish, like time to go to sleep, she would have she has her coat off and she would have pulled off her gloves, and you would see that on her bare arms and her hands there are a lot of scars. Like her skin is riddled with them and her hands are heavily calloused.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a plan then?
You don't want to hear my plan.
A plan's a plan.
My plan is I'm willing to let the pretty boy rot, find his own way. He was given an possible escape route on his own. He's not our problem.
You're right, I don't like that plan, but
Look, she'd kind of like drop her head back a little as she turns to you, and she'd kind of like lean up against the windowsill. You know that card I ripped up?
yes.
He has one now. He'll be fine. Oh, I mean, he'll be fine if he can save his own skin for once. But
What?
Hmm.
What does the cards do?
I believe that's an ace I'd like to keep to myself for now.
I see.
Adrian,
Yes, sir.
as darkness falls in the room that you're in, paranoid about what you know is going to happen to you in the middle of the night, you sleep with one eye open. Though, eventually after the exhaustion that you're suffering and the pain that you had went through, you finally doze off after what seems to be eternity. You slowly come to, you feel yourself sitting up. Your eyes are opening, but you still see darkness. You feel your breath getting hotter and hotter as this claustrophobic feeling starts surrounding you. Suddenly, you hear this gust of wind as the bag that has been put over your head is pulled off. And you see now, you're on a chair. You try to sit up, but your legs are tied down. You try to reach down, but your arms are tied behind your back. You try to speak, but there's a gag around your mouth. You look around and your eyesight is adjusting to the darkness. Slowly, you see barrels. You look around, you see more barrels. You hear this dripping sound, and as you look down, you can smell this strong, almost bitter, fruity smell. You look to the ground and it seems wet almost, and you quickly realize that it's wine. About an inch of wine has flooded the floor of the cellar that you're in. You hear these wet footsteps behind you as one of the staff, you don't recognize them, but they still have that eerie likeliness to one another as they all do. Same facial structure, same bone structure. This one, a male though, looks at you, drops the bag on the floor. They pull out a box of matches and sets it onto a barrel as they turn around and walk up the stairs and out the door. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Fuck.
Me.
That